Welcome to the United States of Tiffany. Our commentary offers a humorous take on wrestling. Please note, we're not bullying or attacking the wrestlers. We're engaging with the choreographed sport and its storylines. Our jokes and observations are about the characters and storylines, not the real people behind them. Tourists and citizens alike, welcome. Enjoy the show, and remember, it's all in good fun.
All right, y'all. So we are going to talk about NXT really, really quickly, recap the show, and then we'll get into the other half of the show. Hold tight. Give me a second. Let me just get stuff together. I had to go downstairs, cook today, and now I'm up here, so I'm a little disoriented, but we're going to get it started. I promise. I did not even get a chance to watch NXT, so I don't know all of the ins and outs of the show. But Kelly Armstrong is the one who kicked off the show for NXT, and she had something to say. And she basically said last Tuesday was crazy. She saw Kendall Gray win the NXT Women's Championship at Great American Bash. She heard all the fans chant Gray deserves it, but says that basically all that went through her mind was she was her next target. She says she's heard it all in the locker room. People cry about not getting opportunities, but says she's only seen people blow their opportunities and says she creates opportunities. Callie also said that she thinks that she did something because she jumped. Lola Vice basically was like, "You think you did something just because you jumped Gray." And then she says she sees Armstrong as being impatient for doing so. She also said that she still wants her NXT championship, women's championship match, and says she's next in line for her title shot. Then Kaylani comes out, and Kaylani makes her way out. And she says that neither Armstrong or Vice are entitled to an NXT Women's Championship match. And she says she beat Tatum Paxley last Tuesday, but no one is talking about her because everyone is concerned about Paxley. Jordan also continued on and said that as to who has the next shot in the NXT Women's Championship, it revolves around her, and then shoved Vice when Vice began to run her mouth. Lola Vice and Kaylani Jordan exchanged forearms with one another, but Callie Armstrong leveled both of them and took both of them out. Can you turn that down, please? Now, Dark State, OTM, Sean Legacy, and Dorian Van Dux. I don't know how to say his name, or Van Du. I don't know. and Birthright were all and OTM all were making their way to the ring for a number one contenders match for the NXT Tag Team Championship. And just to make a long story short, it's Sean. Sure, whatever makes you happy. Good. I had my mic on there and you was moving the bag. All right, let me finish this out. So Keanu Carter faced off against Tank. Obviously, he wanted to get his lick back from last week. And well, Keanu Carter won. Like, I'm not gonna go over it and figure out why. I really don't care. I don't like Carver, and until he starts showing something other than being an angry grown man, I'm just tired of it, and I don't care what he got going on. So he won the match. Are you surprised? No. We're moving on. Now Naraku from him, and then Cam Hendricks and Tate Wilder respond to Naraku's video in the medical office, while with Hendricks telling Wilder Mason Rock is cooked when he's at 100%. Okay. Hendricks tells Wilder Mason Rock is cooked when he's at 100%, and Rock confronts Hendricks about saying he's the person who hurt him. But Wilder fans the flames by confirming Hendricks just said Rock had hurt him. A fearful Hendricks then runs away. Not you ran, you punk ass bitch. You ran. Like, you could do anything and you chose to run. Oh my God. If you don't know what I'm talking about, we're talking do you need something else? You, you in the comments. Stuffy show. You it seems that way. You seem to be very congested because you're confused. We're talking about NXT. Are we clear? You too, Tony Cranley. I'm asking, I'm not antagonizing. I'm asking, do we have a problem? No? Everybody good? Okay. Wonderful. Moving on. There was a number one contender like this. Layla Diggs, Thea Hale, Lizzie Rain, and Izzy Dame were all challenging for a shot at the title. It's a very interesting mix of girls. They've got two new girls and two of the considered OG vets for NXT currently right now. You didn't walk into anything, you're fine. Now, from what I heard, this match was actually pretty damn good. I can't go over the logistics of it, unfortunately for me, because I didn't get to see all of it. But from what I heard, everybody in this match was in here putting in a lot of work, and it was a pretty fun match to watch. However, the winner and the number one contender in this match is Layla Diggs. Layla Diggs is the next person in line to face off against Zarya for the NXT Women's North American Championship. It's a very interesting pick. Now, Raina Vulcan also cut a promo in a video, basically putting everybody on notice in that locker room that she's a natural disaster with a target, and she's gonna take out anybody who's in her path. It's a pretty cool video. If you haven't seen it, it is up on social media, so you should go and watch it if you can. He said, IDK, they must be on the mobile chat. That they're fine. But if you're gonna ask questions, ask the right questions. You're gonna see my face. Get over it. This is my channel. What the fuck did you think you was gonna see? Anyways, no shade to you, Don. I'm not mad at you. You're fine. I'm just talking. Tavion Heights was the next person that we saw. He was on the mic. He said he wasn't planning on coming to the ring and said that he's been a bad brother and he can admit when he was wrong. He says he can be cocky and arrogant, but that's because he knows he has what it takes to be great. He says NXT, quote, has humbled him and he hasn't reached the heights he wanted to. Then he says he got jealous when Miles Bourne was climbing the car while he wasn't. And he says he wants to apologize to Bourne. This feels like a setup. I'm sorry. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. This feels like a full setup. Vanity Project comes out, and Jackson Drake, Brad Baylor, and Ricky Smokes and Mika Lockwood make their way out. And Drake demands that Heights apologize for him as Baylor and Smokes back him up. Apologize for what? What? Drake says that Heights still fumbled the bag when Bourne handed him a North American championship on a silver platter. He says everyone knows Heights wouldn't have beaten him if it wasn't for Bourne. But Heights says if Drake wants to face him, they can because the result of him winning will be the same. Heights clocks Drake, but Baylor and Smokes go after Heights, and Bourne runs out to take out Baylor and Smoke, and then sends Drake out of the ring to join them and high fives Heights. Shiloh Hill then makes his way to the ring, and Nico Vance and Izzy Dang follows because Nico and Shiloh had a match. Now, Tristan Angels basically cost Shiloh this match. He grabbed this man's tooth. It's just ridiculous. Like why did he grab that man's tooth? Like, what is wrong with you, bro? Like, are we okay? Are we okay? Why I say it and laugh at the same time? The evil has been defeated. Ooh, who? I can't hear the last name Lockwood without thinking about Cloudy with a Chance with meatballs. Flint Lockwood. I love that. Hi, hello. Okay. And Vanity Project was looking like spring, summer, and September all together at once. Oh my God. They're horrible. I need them to get a stylist immediately. They look like they cosplaying white boys, and it's very, very disheartening. It's very disheartening because it is a setup. It's a setup. It was a setup. Okay. And I just knew you was gonna say it like that. That's how you gotta say Flint Lockwood. You can't just say it normal. You gotta say it like that. Well, Tristan Angels stole Shiloh's tooth, and then that let Nico land his move. X marks the spot on Shiloh for the win. And of course, his homegirl, his ace boom boom, Izzy Dane was right by his side, very happy. Now, Sean Spears, I don't know what the fuck you doing, but you being real petty out here in these streets by letting these motherfuckers walk around. Oh, you did it. Okay. After the match, Hill chases Angels to the back, and Sean Spears sneaks up behind Vance and cracks a chair across his spine, standing tall over him as he stares down Dane. Now, see, this is what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I like when you actually do some real world shit, because if a motherfucker stab you in the back, you don't need to wait 2 and 3 weeks to get back at their ass. Okay? What you need to be doing is whipping ass. That's what you need to be doing. So this right here, I can fuck with Sean Spears. If you keep this shit up, you might have a fan in me because goddamn, from left to right in that order. No Mama Diddy, that's crazy. It's crazy. They need a stylist. They gotta get one. The last thing we see is Natty and Nikita Lyons and Carmen Petrovich making their way to the ring. Let me tell y'all one fucking thing. Let me tell y'all something. And everybody that's in our group chat know that I don't like this shit. Okay. Nikita Lyons, you bring your stupid ass to the front. Okay. Because what the fuck did you have on? I don't understand what be going through your mind. And it's not giving what you think it had gave. And I don't know if you into crystals and you just living your best, you know, grass-fed vegan life, and that's fine, but you don't have to dress like that. You don't have to dress like that. You don't have to dress like you're gonna go walk on some grass and chant for the next 15 hours. You do not have to dress like that. You piss me off. All of y'all walking with Natalia. Natalia walking like she finna run into the Matrix. And the rest of them dress normal. Carmen always dress. Carmen dressed like she finna go to the next biker meeting. I don't know what it is with y'all Caucasian women, and y'all when y'all turn bad or y'all want to look like y'all bad bitches, y'all go and put leather on. I don't understand it. To me, it's a very, very cheap way of making sure people know you're a villain because it happens all the time. It happened with Fallon. I ain't seen Fallon in regular clothes and I don't know when. That hoe always wearing leather skirts, leather shorts, leather pants, and they makeup be dark, unnecessarily dark. It's so unnecessary. It's so unnecessary. You don't have to do all of that. I get it. You want to look like a villain, you want to present yourself like one. But listen, take your cues from the QB, Charlotte Flair. Charlotte used to dress her ass off. She still do now. It's very Y2K coded, you know what I'm saying? Which is cool. But when Troy was dressing her, she still looked like a villain. But she wore everything you can think of in terms of colors and patterns and styles and material. She wasn't sitting up there wearing no goddamn. She wasn't sitting up there wearing no goddamn black leather, red leather, purple leather, blue leather, green leather, orange leather all the time with hot pants like Liv Morgan and shit. That shit wasn't happening. But you hoes don't understand how to walk and talk like a villain. So you have to try to express it through clothes. And even then, you can't pull that shit off either. So I'm having a hard time understanding. I need y'all to expand your horizons on what a villain looks like. Because some of the coldest villains was some of the baddest bitches on the planet. Okay, look at Cruella DeVille. You can talk about her face and everything else, but that bitch always was styling. You feel what I'm saying? Whether it was live action or a cartoon, that lady was a fashion queen. Do you understand me? You do not have to walk around to cosplay somebody who's a bad girl. You don't have to do that. And we don't have to look like we're going to a next biker meeting every time we're coming out as a bad girl. Okay? There are other ways to do it. There are other ways. So please, for my sake, Nikita, please go buy some regular ass clothes. I would rather you wear some Fashion Nova shit, bitch, than to be walking around here looking like you finna be somebody's cosplaying a goddess and shit. What the fuck are we doing? Ramen noodle head asshole. What is we going? What is we doing? You be pissing me off because you know why? You ain't got a bad body and you're not an ugly person in terms of face. I don't know how you are as a human being, but you don't seem like a bad person. And you got all of this working for you, and that's what you choose to put on your ass. I can't take it because I'm chunky. So I can't wear everything, and I don't feel comfortable in everything. And I would kill to have the bodies that some of these bitches got, because I would be out here acting a damn fool. Do you hear what I'm saying? Cutting up. Oh my god. Ugh. There's just so many things. It's just it don't even be that. It's not that I don't play about it. It's just it's so easy to do it. You don't have to go there to do it. Now I'm not talking about people like Raina Vulcan or nothing like that. And then Callie Armstrong has an aesthetic. She got a certain style. You can tell. So she's not just running around here throwing on leather just because she's a bad girl. You feel what I'm saying? And it's just like, damn, like y'all don't have no damn creativity. Y'all don't have no nuance. There ain't shit happening here. And I don't like that. Because I feel like you got so much room to play. This is the perfect time to be playing. And you hoes are just coming out there looking like you about to go do some Othello shit in the middle of the park in New York City. Like, what the fuck are we doing? What is happening? Cause I'm gonna be mean in my neon green. Period. Give me some pizzazz. Give me some color. Give me something. You could be nasty work. You know who does a good job at dressing, and I don't give her flowers a lot. But Izzy got some tea back there. She don't always wear leather all the time, and she not always coming out there looking a mess. But sometimes if she's because you know she a motocross girly, and it's cute. We live for that, okay? But Izzy switched up her gear. Her gear's better now. It's unique. You can tell when it's her. She got her own style, her own thing, and she's a bad girl. All I'm saying is, please develop your own aesthetic. That's all I'm asking. Stop using the same trope over and over again from Liv Morgan to Carmen. Like, bitch, leave the hot pants alone. There are so many things you could be putting on, bitch. My God. Seth is actually a great example. He definitely is. Because right now, Seth technically is not a face character, but he is an anti-hero character. And he's been wearing black for the last since after Mania, he's been wearing black. He has not put on anything else but black. Ever since he came back, he's been wearing black. Everything he does has some level of symbolism to it. It always has and it always will. And I can't quite pinpoint what that means, but he's been wearing black for months. Months. He hasn't shifted, he hasn't changed. Even his gear be black. You feel what I'm saying? I thought it was about him grieving not having that title and grieving losing the vision, but at this point, he's already solidified everything he said he wanted to do, and the last thing he can do is try to take that title from Roman. But I don't know if that's gonna happen. So it is what it is. She don't even know what to do with it. That's all I'm saying. Like you got so much working for you. Damn, just give me something. My Renaissance era is evil. I can't with him. He's stupid. All right, we're gonna get to Kendall Gray and this match with Natalia. I don't understand why it's happening in the first place, but maybe somebody in the comments can explain it to me because I don't get it. I don't I don't get it at all. Let me go back to Rico's comment. He said, but they don't get the pizzazz. They don't have the gumption, the gall, the audacity, the bravery, the courage to be America's next top wrestler. He's so extra. That is so extra and dramatic. I swear. I realized Monday he off him. Child, she just challenged her. I really hate that. I literally yelled at my TV screen when Seth wore the same suit. Like, bro, you could rock any color. Show it, please. It means something when he's doing something repetitive. Troy always has some type of vision, and usually Seth lets him run rampant. And then because Seth is now getting more into fashion, he hyper fixates on certain things. So I don't know, man. I'm hoping that they figure it out. All right. Kendall Gray versus Natty. She brought out all of these girls with her, which is so weird. She's still wearing that one piece leotard wrestling gear coming out there. Natalia, you get on my fucking nerves too because you don't have to be like that. You choosing to be like that, and that's pissing me the fuck off. all the shit in the world you could be doing, and your ass want to try to cosplay, come out there and act like you finna go out there and just grapple all the time like we doing some goddamn Olympic wrestling. Bitch, we need character, and you have one. You could be a villain and still be a bad bitch. God damn, you come out there with that damn navy blue leotard on and them white wrestling boots. What the fuck do that mean? That don't mean shit to me. You look a mess. You look like you're finna go lay down somewhere. That's what it looked like. I'm tired of it. This bowl is falling on me. Kendall won, and Jada came out and said, "I'm coming for you." I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be quiet. That's what I'm gonna do. And just kept yelling, "Yeah, bitch." You're a boring bitch too, Jada Parker, and I need you to understand that and receive it in your spirit. You're boring as fuck. Your little hard girl act is not doing nothing for you. Nothing. But making you look like a goddamn fool. Because I promise you, I swear to God, you would not last a day in my neck of the woods where I grew up, where my husband grew up, where any of us grew up that was hard life shit. You know what I'm saying, Jay? What? Where we grew up at, young adult us, like between the ages of 10 and 15. Yeah. Nah, you're not gonna last. You're not gonna last. So this little hardcore, I'm that bitch type shit is pissing me off because you don't have the cojones grandes to do it. And you ain't never had no, you ain't never experienced shit. And you know you haven't. And it's pissing me off. But him and Becky look really nice this past Tuesday at the Moana premiere. I saw the pictures, they look great. It was so funny. It's just like, why? Well, you ain't finna bust a grape, you punk ass bitch. Like, tired of you and your shit. Natty was yelling. Oh, Natty was yelling it? Oh, wonderful. That makes it even better. This conversation made me think of something. Since Carmella retired, Liv has no drip to steal. I don't remember Liv Morgan stealing Carmella's drip. Liv Morgan was rocking Jordans and her fitted caps in NXT. That was a part of her aesthetic. That was her whole shtick. Liv Morgan got her own thing. I don't shit on Liv Morgan too much because Troy does style her as well. And when she actually do step out, she do step out. But Liv always had on a fresh pair of Jordans. Every fucking time she was out there wrestling. That hoe was wrestling in fucking J's. Craziness. And I was like, what the hell? But she got banger boots. Liv Morgan's boot game is insane. It's crazy. I'll never take away from her from that. Her boot game is crazy. Crazy. Facts, Don, where you grew up too. Hell no. She'd be crying the first day. Ready to go. She walked out and was wearing Carmella's boots that matched her dress. When is this? I don't remember any of this. When did she do this? Because if Carmella got the shoes or her dress, they sell multiples of everything in the store. So like, people are gonna buy things in the store. It's just like saying just because I got the same dress, you shouldn't wear that dress. Unless we go into the same place and we best friends, I don't want to dress like you. So we would have to coordinate what we got if our closets are similar. But like if I don't know you and you bought a dress and I bought the same dress and we happen to show up at the same place, that's different. Like I don't get it. A lot of people gonna buy shit that you see in the store. That's why shit sell out, because a bunch of people got it. Don't try my street question. Street trash queen is insane. Well, Liv's a sneakerhead. She spent $11K on complex sneaker shopping. I'm not surprised by any of that. I saw what Seth and Cody spent, and I want to say Roman did complex shopping too, and he spent some money in there. I don't know if anybody actually spent $1 million in the complex shopping shop, but like, wouldn't be hard to do so. I know somebody spent like $300,000 in there. I'm like, oh, some goddamn shoes. Craziness. Okay. She put it in her stories. I'm not mentioning it without verifying it. It had to be like 22. You already did mention it though. You already mentioned it. What you mean you're not mentioning it without mentioning without verifying it? You already did, babe. You already did. All right. So today we're gonna switch over to do the podcast today. So some of y'all might want to leave. That's fine. But we're gonna be talking about some hot topics. Okay. I'm gonna do my best to make sure we get everything done. So we're gonna switch over to my other podcast. We're gonna take a quick break, and I will see y'all in a minute. Now, we got a couple topics to cover. And in the end, if we have time, we'll do SBC chat. Okay? We're going to try to be as professional as possible. So y'all just sit tight, and everybody will be right back.
Still don't know my words, still stressing perfection. Let you all in my mental, got me looking too desperate. Damn, you ain't desire.
Gotta roll over to you, gotta give her release, spread your legs. I'ma roll on them forever, let her roll on me. Split this one down the middle, wake up in on my knee.
A claps. Don't close your eyes to get away. Just make my line and I'll arrange it. Beautiful, girl, you're stainless. You'll be fine, I'll be painless, yeah. All I'm drinking is champagne. All you want is the same thing.
Yeah. The 10,000 building, get your ass an apartment, put you inside a G-class, that's just a starter kit. Plenty things count in life, but none of them is the thought of it. New piece around my neck, this chess games, but shorty stay with calculated moves like Beth Harmon. Swear I'm more Purple Rain Prince than Prince Charming. Disappointment, I stay expecting it. The pessimist, gold medalists, flush the magnets just so they not collecting my specimens down.
Claps.
All right. We are back. I'm going to switch to my other side. Okay.
We back.
Hold tight, y'all. Let me get the graphic back up. She don't want to stay. All right. Okay. So today we got a few things we're going to talk about. All right. Don's going to be leading the show today, and I'm just going to be his helpmate. I'm going to try to keep y'all on task. Y'all know
Girl,
how
good
y'all
luck.
go on tangents. Mm-hmm.
Oh, good luck. I'm cutting your ass off. You're the issue. You're the problem.
Oh.
I'm trying to see if it's popping up on my end. I did connect it. Oh, let me check it. The website.
Oh, it's up there.
Momentum.
Yep.
Do you?
podcast is yours is streaming. You're good.
Okay. Long as somebody sees it.
All right. So I'm gonna lead you in, and then we're gonna go into the first topic. All right.
Okay, okay.
All right. So welcome back. This is a collab episode. This is stuff I want to talk about. Podcast with honestly, let's talk. Okay. So we got Don for honestly, let's talk. We got Rico and we got Hiram. They helper mates. And he got me for my podcast. Stuff I want to talk about. Okay. So here's what we got on the menu today. First thing is hot topics. And we're going to talk about a couple of topics. Then our main topics is going to be some cat's eye business. Okay. I'm going to have a few questions I need to ask people and see what they give me in terms of answers. And then our final topic is going to be we're getting scammed. We're going to talk about streaming, the expenses of it, and everything. And I promise you we'll have a good conversation. But for hot topics, let's get into the mess. The first hot topic of the day is Megan Thee Stallion versus Glorilla. Okay. Now, Glorilla dropped Maine with Pooh Shiesty, and it was in late June when she dropped it. And the fans are convinced that a verse is aimed at Megan. Now, neither woman has confirmed or denied this, and Megan's name is never said on the track. So, this is a read between the lines kind of segment. It's not a confirmed war. Now, let's break this down piece by piece. It's a 3-year timeline between these girls and being besties and then them not being close at all. So back in October in 2023, they met. Glorilla said they connected around Megan's Hottie Ween party. And she was kind of shy when she showed up, but Megan, embraced her and helped her come out of her shell a bit. In 2024 is when their sisterhood really exploded because they linked up on Wannabe and How I Look, and Cardi B jumped on the Wannabe remix as well. And that's when Glorilla was added to Megan Thee Stallion's Hot Girl Summer tour. And this is where Glorilla really started to blow up. The tour grossed over $40.2 million and they did 30 shows across the states. On the road, it looked airtight between the girls. Megan was surprised that she surprised her with birthday flowers on her birthday in the middle of the tour. Glow gave Megan a custom M plaque in Houston, and Megan publicly called her sister for life. But in May in 2025 is where things got a little shifty. So the first crack started when Glow posted on her IG story a Tory Lanez song, YDLR. It given Lane shot Megan in 2020 and is serving a 10-year sentence. Most of Megan Thee Stallion's fans went on a tangent. The two then unfollowed each other. Megan reportedly scrubbed Glorilla's related content off of her social media, and Glow goes on to X to call it an accidental post. The two women eventually refollowed each other, but fans are marking this as the beginning of the end of their friendship. Now, in 2025, on October, the stylists are the ones who really emboldened the drama between them. So Glorilla stylist EJ King, who used to style Megan, parted ways back in 2020, publicly supported Glow's boyfriend, Brandon Ingram. Fans accused Glorilla of mimicking Megan's whole aesthetic around the same time that Glorilla is spotted liking a post claiming Megan got bitter after being outsold by Glorilla. Stylists for both of them traded jabs online, and it just got really messy and ugly between the two of them. But there wasn't anything happening between Megan and Glorilla publicly. Now, in 2026, that's when the family gets involved. So Glorilla's sister, I'm not calling that lady Brorilla. Y'all can call her that, but I'm not doing that. Her name is Victoria.
That's what she calls herself.
I don't give a fuck. Her name is Victoria. Victoria name dropped Megan on her whack ass track therapy session, and neither Glorilla nor Megan officially responded, but the breadcrumbs are beginning to pile up because of it. Then we have in late June, Maine drops, and the fans zero in on a verse that they read as a shot at Megan. The bars reference a peer who played the victim, someone who flipped from clapping for her to hating, and a line about being Lil Sis and passing on. So the situation between these two women is pure fan speculation at the current moment, but it looks like Megan and Glorilla are on the rise. Now, I'm gonna ask a question, and y'all can answer it. Do you think that what Glorilla said in her song "Maine" is even a diss? Is it worthy of being called a diss? Because some fans say it's a reach. The bars are vague. Maine is officially a Memphis Pride Flex record, and at least one outlet noted the song was recorded before Pooh Shiesty's recent legal drama, which we'll get to that in a minute. Neither camp has confirmed anything, so where we at with this?
It's a little messy. I don't know. I mean, I would assume so. Who else would she be talking about?
Hi, Tears. Tears is in the chat, y'all.
Hey, Tears.
Okay.
What would she be talking about? Or could she be possibly talking about?
That's a good question because her sister Victoria ain't gonna be somebody that little sister because clearly Victoria is jealous of Glorilla, so she couldn't be talking about Victoria. I don't know. I think it's messy, and I think it's very it's a little childish for me. I feel like if you are gonna do all of that, you could have just told her that to her face. At this point, you could have told her all that shit to her face rather than running all of this stuff down and doing this in songs. Because to me, I don't mind a good rap battle. That's cute. Do that. But like, if y'all gonna battle or be at odds, then be real about it. Like the niggas don't be they'll tell you straight up, no, I don't fuck with him. Okay, shit.
Okay.
Just tell me what's up. Like, don't be so vague and hidden, and then like I don't really give a shit if you like the girl or not. Make no never mind to me. I'm still gonna listen to Wannabe.
You be lying. Oh no, it's okay. We're cool. We chilling.
We're sisters. We're sisters for life. Well, sisters fight. Sisters fuck up. What you say, Don?
I'm like, I don't fuck with that bitch.
Ooh, child.
We ain't cool.
Now let's go back to the other point. We have the issue with the Tory Lanez post. Now everything goes back to that May 2025 post, and the angle that really matters is when a friend platforms your abuser's music. Is it was an accident enough, or is that the emotional core? And you just like fuck that bullshit. Like, is it okay for her to say, yeah, it was an accident? I didn't really mean to post that. But you would have to ask, like, okay, when you get ready to post something on social media, whether it be on your stories or even just in general, like you have time to not look at it and be like, I don't think that was a good idea. Now, sometimes the algorithm, like Instagram, will pick a song for you sometimes. And you can always say that was the mistake, but can Glorilla claim that it was a mistake? And would you, if you was in Megan's position, would you believe her?
I mean, um, from the post,
It was what was it? It was like a repost.
yeah, it was a repost.
Well,
It was a repost.
Hiram, we can't hear you
somebody
on here.
talking?
It's Hiram. Once again, we cannot hear you.
Hiram, sweetheart.
You're keeping
You sound like you're not even there. You sound like you're in the middle of a room and the microphone is across the room from you.
It's getting worse by the week, buddy.
Every day, baby, every day.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
Okay. So let's go back to the post. So apparently she made the post on her IG story and it was using a song by Tory Lanez and it was YDLR was the song. So it was a post and the song, the audio for the post was Tory Lanez' song. And that's where the fans got mad. And it seems that Megan also got
I mean, in that regard, depends on how you have your phone.
mad. Right.
Because my phone is always on silent, and if I share a story and I just put it on my story and just press add to story without hearing the song, that does happen.
Sometimes you can get a song added on there that you didn't put because it's gonna add its own music. Sometimes Instagram stories do that. I know for a fact TikTok does it. They'll put a damn sound up there in a minute. Don't ask you if you want one or nothing. You're like, damn, can I just post a picture? But I mean, my thing is, why not call Glorilla and make sure that she wasn't doing nothing shady? Why would you just believe whatever the fans say if that's your sister, the way you said it? I don't know. It sounds like our relationships are very conditional, and I don't operate that way when it comes to my friends. If it's somebody I really like and I'm cool with, I'm gonna try to figure out what they doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, did you like, you know how this shit is always gonna blow up? Like, was that an accident? Yeah, I would never post that like that. I'm sorry. Okay, cool. Like, I don't need 15 million people coming in my DMs trying to tell me that she a shady ass bitch. And if you're gonna believe all of them people over the person that you was on the tour with for 30 dates and like talking to on a regular and being cool with, like, come on now. But it depends on if it was intentional or not. I don't know. Anywhoosie, moving on to the next set of questions. So, we're keeping Megan's 2020 shooting as the context and not a spectacle. The story here is a broken sisterhood and not a punchline about her trauma, but there is an issue here with her and anybody who shares Tory Lanez's music, and people like Chris Brown and Drake who were like screaming free Tory and shit. Niggas and flies, like
Honestly,
you have to ask yourself in this particular instance, is this is Megan just like anybody who's gonna, big up that man, I'm cutting them off immediately? Do you feel like it's justified, or do you feel like she should hear people out first? Because
I
not
mean,
everybody's trying to hurt her.
in her personal defense, yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine for you, whatever.
Mhm.
But whew, excuse me.
Bless
God
you.
bless you.
Yeah. But in order to grow from it, I'm not saying that you're gonna forget about it, but in order to grow from it, you have to kind of like do stuff like that. Ask questions like, "Hey, was that intentional? Oh, was what intentional? You posted his song on your story. Who? Who are you talking about?
Check your
And
stories. I'd be
that's
like, check your stories.
right. I'm like, oh shit, I'll go to the video right now. I didn't even know that was on there. My bad.
Oh, okay.
But you running straight to your damn notes app, typing paragraphs and shit.
I don't have time for that. I'm calling you. Like that's my go-to move. Is like, now I need to hear them tell me what's up. Like tell me on straight up. Because to me it's an easy fix. Especially if, like I said, if you know them, then it's an easy fix. It's very simple. And I don't think Glorilla would do anything to intentionally hurt anybody.
Right.
But I don't know them people. Shit.
Okay. She probably do. Probably posted it on
and,
purpose.
and then you have the narrative where the fans are basically saying that Glorilla is, that Megan is jealous that Glorilla outsold her. I didn't even know that was a thing. So
Child, they love to bring up them sales.
This shit that one time.
hold on. Let's look at it. Okay. So Glorilla secured 69,000 equivalent units compared to Megan Thee Stallion's 64,000 units. So she outsold her by like 5,000 albums. I feel like this is ridiculous. Really, if we're being honest, Glorilla has done some great things for her career and everything that she's been able to accomplish. That's amazing. These are both self-titled albums, technically. You got Glorious for Glorilla, and then Megan's self-titled album, Megan. It only moved 64,000 units. Glorious sold 69,000 album equivalent units in its first week. She had 77.9 million official on-demand streams in her first week, and Megan Thee Stallion, they don't say what her streams were in the first week, which is weird. Let's see.
No tea, no shade. Those don't matter. Let's go brand for brand.
Well, let's do that. Whatever makes you happy.
Reese's Puff. I mean, that's cool. That's cute. I have my own Popeyes.
Well, I mean,
Literally my own.
It's her standalone Popeyes. She's not a part of the franchise. I don't think.
And she got her own hot sauce, I'm pretty sure.
Just dropped the perfume. Got a tequila.
Yes,
Have a swimsuit line.
Oh,
what the fuck are we talking about, y'all?
A Beyonce feature.
A Beyonce feature.
I mean,
what
if we're talking
about? WAP broke records.
Look,
because she outsold this one little album. You think I'm upset?
I don't.
How could I be?
I don't know, babe.
People
For me personally, I don't see it that way. They in two different lanes of rap, in my opinion. But if you want to compare them, be my guest.
Y'all are crazy.
Right? We got anything else to say about Glorilla and Megan? Because we're gonna move on if we don't.
Wait, can y'all hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Finally.
I'm sorry. No, I just had to switch to my laptop.
Not a laptop.
How out of box you when I see you? You have a laptop this whole time.
He has a laptop, honey.
And you keep on trying with these earbuds.
Not just earbuds, AirPods.
The thing is, I have to set my computer to default mic and my AirPods to speaker. So that's why you'll be able to hear me clearly.
I'm gonna push the AirPods out your ear.
That's I'm gonna get the green salad out.
Please share your love and lead.
You do it, dear. I'm not doing it. No, love you down. You do it.
Hiram.
Well,
we about to move on, babe. I gotta keep it time.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. It cut out. Overall, I just think this is messy. It was a repost, but I think Gorilla should have checked the song because I feel like I get like you can repost things and like just repost them while looking at it, but I feel like if I was in a position, I would look at it weird because again, you're posting a post with my ex. If they
Hello?
want to hash it out, they can hash it out.
Is
I
that it?
think. Sorry.
Yeah. I was like, who
Okay,
was
go.
that? Who just said hello?
I did because everything just went dark for like. Go ahead, Rico. You're the last one.
Yeah, sorry for being the last one. I've been paying bills this whole time. I just got paid. But I think, um, well, yes, I have like because sometimes when you repost something on your story, there is music attached to it that'll automatically get linked up there. And if you're just doing like a quick little boom, 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 you don't really catch it. However, I'm not a public facing figure. I'm not a celebrity. I would assume that Glorilla would have had a little bit more oversight on her team or like her social media presence. So the way I look at it is like, yes, that could be like a really innocent mistake, but also like your team lets you have that much free will to your public Instagram profile.
Most of them do have their control of their Instagram.
That's a little reckless because this is how we get in this situation. Y'all need to do
Yeah.
what Adele does and just give it
Well,
to her team and be like, change the password.
most people are independent artists recently.
Yeah.
Most rappers right now are independent artists.
That's
That's
why
fair.
they have control over it. Mm-hmm.
So she is her team. In a sense.
She said, "Bitch, I'm every woman."
But I feel like even with that, like that's not even something that somebody can really control. Everybody phone ain't on loud. That fast, bitch. I'm sorry. Wasn't me an ableist, but like everybody phone ain't loud.
That part.
My phone been on vibrate since 2012.
No,
I don't want to
literally.
hear a peep out that bitch. Shut up. I got a ringtone and everything. No reason. Because I don't hear it. I don't want to hear it. When I lose that motherfucker, it'd be the hardest time of my life.
You ain't lying.
But I still don't want to hear it. People are like, I'll call it for you. Oh, no, thank you. It's not gonna do nothing. My phone's on
He
vibrate.
said, "No, thank you."
Yeah, I tell them all the time, my phone's on vibrate. It's not gonna do nothing for me.
That's why anytime I lose my phone and I'm trying to find it, like, "Oh, let me call it." I'm like, "That's not gonna do nothing."
I asked Siri, I was like, where are you? He said, I'm over here. Where the fuck is that?
I'm over here.
Nothing happened with Glorilla. She's okay. She's just having a beef with Megan Thee Stallion. We're moving on, ladies and gentlemen. We're moving on to the next topic. The next topic is Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane. Now, Pooh Shiesty is on. That's her name, baby. Pooh Shiesty is on Glorilla's Mane. He's a feature. But he is now sitting in the Texas jail because he's accused of robbing and kidnapping the man whose label he was signed to.
Oh, okay.
And in the last week, an alleged video of the whole thing leaked. Okay? Let's talk about it. Now, since some of y'all don't really know who Pooh Shiesty is, you gotta be deep in the trenches of rap to know this man because he was signed to Gucci Mane's label. But let me make it plain so you can understand. Pooh Shiesty, his name is Lontrell Williams Jr. He is 26 years old and he is from Memphis. He was signed to Gucci Mane's The New 1017 Records. Prosecutors say that on January 10th of 2026 of this year, he and a crew lured Gucci Mane. Jesus, I'm sorry. Hold on. He and a crew lured Gucci Mane to a Dallas studio for a quote-unquote business meeting. He pulled an AK-style Draco pistol. This is some hood shit.
Mm-hmm.
And forced Gucci to sign a paper releasing Pooh from his contract. then robbed him of $450,000 in jewelry, including his wedding ring and cash. Now, this was all recorded. It was filmed, like you can see it. And of course, him signing this contract, he was signing it under duress. Therefore, the contract being signed is null and void. And Pooh Shiesty is still under contract with Gucci Mane's label. I just want to make sure you understand that. Anytime you sign a contract and it's under duress, legally that contract is no longer binding because you were not of sound mind and body when you signed it. Just to keep that in mind. Now, the charges. Pooh Shiesty, his father, Lontrell Williams Sr., shit, rapper Big 30, and others, 9 defendants, are charged federally with kidnapping, robbery, and extortion. Pooh has pleaded not guilty, was denied bond, and faces up to life if convicted. The leaked video in a late June filing, prosecutors put forward video alleging showing Gucci being made to declare on camera that Pooh was dropped from 1017 while an armed man blocked the door. Now, DJ Academics punk ass posted it in July on the 1st, and it went viral. And then 6ix9ine, he is such a bitch. 6ix9ine recreated and mocked it almost immediately.
Things you do when you know you are untouchable.
My God, you don't have shit else to do.
He don't.
You don't have shit else to
He
do.
really don't have nothing else to do. He literally has to sit in the house all day and be unseen because he refused.
What'd you say, Hiram?
Doesn't he have a lawsuit to worry about?
Who, 6ix9ine?
No, DJ Academics.
DJ Academics got a lot to worry about. But he probably do. Anyways, Pooh was already on home confinement from a prior Florida gun case when he was released on October of 2025. So prosecutors allege a case supervisor gave him fake day passes, and the trial was pushed to February 22nd of 2027. Gucci had already responded musically with a spring diss track. With a spring diss track called Crash Dummy, framing the studio meeting as a setup. Bro, you should just shut your ass up and let them handle it. Now, the song is a Memphis Pride Flex main. The song main is a Memphis Pride Flex, but it was recorded before it blew up. So the title and the timing of the song is a little ironic for everybody. Fans are speculating that Pooh Shiesty is talking about his shit going down with Gucci Mane in the song, but it happened before he actually committed the robbery, kidnapping, and extortion. Now, there is a presumption of innocence here. Everybody is, considered innocent until proven guilty. Everything is alleged, okay, because nothing has been proven. Keep in mind, the prosecutors are, framing it as this is a video that shows Pooh Shiesty being there and having Gucci Mane sign this document and declare on video that he is no longer a part of the record label. But the bigger issue here is the using of force to escape a record deal and why he had to do this. So to make sure you understand, Pooh Shiesty felt like Gucci Mane was basically raking him over the coals. He was trapped in this really fucked up deal. He wasn't making any money, according to him, and he was tired. He had other prospects. He had other opportunities, and he wanted to leave so that he can pursue them. But he was trapped by the confines of that contract. So he felt like he didn't have nowhere else to go. There was no other way for him to fix this other than to force Gucci Mane's hand. So, what y'all think? Because this is a lot.
This is some nigga shit. It could be they just have to prove it. It could be that this was the plan. And that was just him saying the plan in the song and when he was in the booth.
Mm, interesting.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
But
Anybody else?
that's the reach. I don't know.
Child, this was a mess.
Also, what's to say he didn't go back and record this stuff? Because he could have had another verse, and he was like, "Well, I recorded that. I recorded this song before this stuff even happened." Could have been several
Well,
verses recorded before that, so it could be
that's
a
true.
lot.
But he actually did record this song before the robbery and everything. That song was already recorded. The people are just speculating because the song is named Maine and then you have Gucci Mane. It all somehow runs together.
But if we're talking about the court of law, you're gonna need to build a better case than that.
Well,
Because Maine is a term that's used by a lot of people in a lot of different
true,
contexts in a lot of different
true.
states.
You are correct. I'm just telling you what the fans have been saying, babe. That's all I'm saying.
Because the thing about court is you don't gotta prove that you're innocent. You just gotta weave in plausible doubt and plausible deniability.
Child, you talking about Atlanta? It could really go either way, honestly.
I'm not denying that. However, I'm just saying.
To make this even more messy,
Oh
okay,
no, it gets worse.
it does get worse. Oh, Nicole. Nicole wants to come in. Okay, hold on.
No, no, I'm just kidding.
Little Nicky, are you an angel or a devil?
Oh, this is piss me off.
I will say this is very, very hood. Like
You hesitated.
ghetto ass
It's very
activity.
hood. It's very hood. We have not
It's
gotten to
ghetto
the
as
hood
hell.
part yet. We have not gotten to that part yet. So let me tell y'all what I found out. Pooh Shiesty's baby mother just gave birth, but that's not the part that makes it a hood situation. Pooh Shiesty's baby mother is also NLE Choppa's baby mother.
Jesus
They
Christ.
love sharing women in the rap circle, in the rap space. They love.
Jesus Christ.
They talk so
That
much about
is,
bitches and hoes, but they love to share baby mamas and women. That's
honey,
crazy.
that is also his baby's mother. So Pooh Shiesty and NLE Choppa have the same baby mom. Mm-hmm.
Embarrassed.
Yep. And I don't know when she gave birth to
Everybody leave my
NLE Choppa's baby, but she just posted on her socials that she's got a new baby and they calling her. It's a girl and it's Princess Pooh, and she looked like what they would go for, the typical racially ambiguous looking girl.
Like a Danny Lee esque.
Okay,
Yeah, I can show y'all. Hold on, hold tight. Let
I
me
see
take
what we're
the
working with.
swirl.
let me take the thing down so y'all can see. I can share the
See,
Shout out
screen.
to Two Hands to Heaven.
swirl.
Swirl.
I cannot.
It's not you about it. Swirl.
There she go, right here on the screen. If y'all can see,
She looked like
let me take the chat box down, and then she's at the top. That's his baby mother. That also is NLE Chopper's baby mom as well.
I
she looked like if the
mean,
Bella twins fused with Eva Marie and had an evil twin.
And with black,
Please.
Eva Marie damn near tan, so she looked black. So
Well, she not
we're
Really?
not
lying.
far off.
That's why I said I'm like, it's
She
Bella
not
twins mixed
lying.
with Eva Marie,
She
and then
not
had an
lying.
evil twin.
Oh Jesus.
That's his baby mom's, and that is NLE Chopper's baby mother as well.
I like
If
him.
I ever see her in person, I'll be like, there's this girl named Mandy Rose. She could take your career to different levels with her height.
Please stop.
You
Oh
look like the type that
no.
she could really.
Let's not go there.
Let's not
Let's
talk
not
about
go
it.
there. No, I don't want to talk about Maggie either.
Oh
Then
my
Mother
god. You
Teresa.
haven't. No,
No,
stop it.
Someone cut his
no.
mic.
Please.
Cut his
Let's
mic.
move on.
Cut his mic.
We're moving on
It's
because
too
I
much.
can't do it today. Not today. Not today. Any other day, but today. So
You say that every day.
nah.
No,
This time
not
I'm
today.
dead ass.
Anyways.
Someone cut his mic.
Ooh.
Oh, it will be. Keep playing around.
All right. So y'all got your last words on this whole Pooh Shiesty situation. It looked like Pooh Shiesty might end up in jail if the prosecutors see it their way, and that actual video is accepted as evidence, which I believe it is. Pooh Shiesty could end up in prison for life.
Life is crazy.
Yeah, for
Life
life.
is the max, but I don't think that he would get life. Technically, he did hold a gun to this man and he did hold him hostage. But the reasoning behind it was not to be malicious or to kill him. It was to get out of his contract because he did have a shitty contract. Let me be clear.
If you don't know what you don't know, is a lot. 1501. Gucci Mane's label is notorious for
Fucking
not
people
paying
over. Yes.
for nothing. The people he did not pay, they're not living no more.
Yeah.
Not to say things connect.
Allegedly.
That's
Allegedly.
That's what people are. That's what the streets are saying.
What
That's
they
what
say.
put together. So
That's what they say.
Allegedly.
I can understand the situation a little bit. However,
So you
what the fuck are you doing? Putting it on camera? You're stupid.
Like who records
Dumbass
that?
idea was that?
I don't know.
And to leave it in the phone.
I guess he wanted it as evidence, but the way he went about it, the person that was holding him captive was at the door. You can see him in the video. So
It's dumb.
I mean, it is fucked up the deal he was in, but if again that video is gonna be used as evidence, he is going to jail.
You gotta have some fucking decorum. Like,
The thing
damn.
is, you don't even need the fucking video
You didn't
because
need the
you
video.
have witnesses.
yeah.
You have
Yeah.
witnesses. Yes, he did sign it. No, there was no guns. Yes, he did sign it. No, there were no guns. No, yes, he did sign it. Yes, it was at his free will. You have witnesses. You do not need a video.
Now they might go to jail. They might go to jail for several charges because you're gonna go to jail for robbery.
They gonna get them
kidnapping.
for fucking racketeering. They love getting people for
extortion.
rack.
Yep. And you going to jail for conspiracy because you conspired with your father and 9 other people to do this. So he's going to jail for a good amount of time. It's gonna be like at least over 10 years. 10 years would be the minimum I think he would go to jail for. So I don't know. Maybe Pooh Shiesty got a good lawyer that might be able to knock that shit down. But let's talk about Essence Fest. Huh?
Let's take it to the Essence Fest.
We're going to Essence Fest. Now, Essence Fest seemed to be a very good time. Okay. Somebody's background is really loud. Everybody okay? Okay.
Yeah.
We cleared up? All right, cool. Essence Fest had some really cool things. They had T.I. there with a whole motherfucking orchestra playing his music. That shit was lit. I be talking about T.I. sometimes, but that set was lit as fuck. Okay. A lot of the Essence Fest stuff was recorded and put on YouTube. So if you want to watch the stuff, you can go over to YouTube and watch all of the sets. I highly recommend that you watch the Aaliyah tribute, okay? Because it was very good. A lot of people had some issues with Chloe Bailey's set, but Chloe is very Beyonce coded, and she always gonna be her. And it was a tribute. She was not trying to emulate Aaliyah, excuse me. She was not trying to emulate Aaliyah. She was simply giving her take on Aaliyah's music, and that is the difference. So if Chloe stood out, it's because she did her job like she was supposed to. The other girls basically sang the songs the way Aaliyah would have sang it and danced the way she would have danced. So you had Seven Streeter. I didn't even recognize Seven Streeter. I didn't even recognize her. I was like, God damn, who the hell is this? I thought that was Aaliyah little baby cousin out there or something. I said, what the fuck?
No,
I
because
didn't
she did
know.
look exactly like her.
No, for real. And then
Yeah.
you had Maya. Maya did an excellent job. I thought out of all of them, her voice was the closest to Aaliyah's, and she sang all of the songs she hit. She hit them all very well. Normani was Normani, if I'm being honest. She wasn't bad. She wasn't great, but she did what she do. It was good.
Normani is in the Kia asylum, and I hate that for her.
No,
Aw.
literally.
But yeah, she's officially in Kia asylum. Like she gotta get it together.
Yeah, I did like dopamine though,
I
but
mean, she had some issues label wise, so Normani's
yeah,
been
and then
good.
like didn't both her parents get cancer?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh yeah, that
Mm-mm.
is right.
I'm sorry to hear that. That's
That's what
terrible.
like delayed her music career for so long. And I know she's an Uber driver now as well.
What?
What?
Y'all didn't know about that?
What are you
No,
talking
Normani?
about?
nah, her boyfriend's her fiance's an NFL, not NFL,
What are you talking about,
NBA
Rico?
player.
Hold on.
What are you talking about?
Hermione, Uber driver. Hold on.
She's not
I
driving
feel like you're making
Uber.
this up. I feel like you're making this up.
Yeah.
Oh, it was just an interview. Never mind, y'all. I'm spreading misinformation.
Because like what?
I was fully spreading misinformation. I'm so sorry, y'all.
Oh
Sorry to
my god.
Normani. Sorry to everybody.
That just reminds me
Mm,
of that situation where he brought up Emma stole that tablet from Walmart.
That did happen, though. That was real. She did sit in holding and got fired for a day.
Straight up said that lady was driving
Sometimes I
Uber.
sometimes I feel like you go through a like psychosis for a second, and you just transport
Oh,
into a
she got asses
completely
up on
different
Essence Fest
dimension.
performing. If she was driving, what the fuck?
Because that Uber driver
I
did not,
was
it did
like,
not make sense.
It was
remember
an
I said
internet meme though, where like
Normani is
someone,
still rich. I said Normani's fiance is an NBA player who literally just signed a new fucking
He is an
whatever
NFL
million
player.
dollar contract.
see, I didn't even know she was engaged for real, so that's news to me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, she engaged. She been engaged.
Yes.
I don't keep up with that lady like that. I'm so sorry.
Sir. Sir.
The album took so long. I just like kind of when it
The
came out, I was like,
Uber.
because I remember the album came out, and I remember I texted Don like, I think it was like last summer. I was like, oh my god, Normani's album's so good, and he was like, it's been out for like a year or two.
I didn't know it was
He was
her
like, you
Literally.
late,
album.
babes.
I
I
didn't know
said,
she
yeah, I
had an
heard it.
album.
I heard it and put it down. I said, the hype is dead. Shit. You cool, though.
No
Hell
doubt.
no.
You should have dropped that. You should tell the label, no, I need to work through this shit. I gotta, you gotta put this out.
But
Y'all,
what is everybody's
Mm.
problem with Chloe Bailey? I don't understand. Like,
why
I
are we
love
not
Chloe
She
finna
don't
get
have
Bailey.
a set
finna get
sound.
into it? We not finna get into it because it'll take us away from what we need to talk about. And I know that's a
Yes.
topic that's definitely gonna go off the rails. So we back at Essence Fest. The issue here or the hot topic here is not all of those acts that I mentioned. It's actually Cardi B and Lotto.
Oh Lord.
Now, Essence Fest was on the 4th of July, and it seemed like it was a pretty good show. They had a lot going on Essence Fest with their setup. They had booths and all kind of shit. Cardi B had a booth. She was at some of the other booths, like her fantasy box. She frequented there. She frequented Salt XO's booth. Like everybody that had a booth, Cardi B was going around to it. And one thing about Cardi, if she liked it, she gonna support it all day, every day. And her fantasy box, I think they just sold out of one of their oils that she was telling everybody that she liked. She got shit on TikTok shop that be selling out like crazy. So that hoe know how to make $1. Okay. Now, Cardi B performed every time and pointedly swapped out the lyric that name drops Lotto, subbing in her own nickname and her sister's instead. For two women who used to be collaborators, it's a very loud but little edit. So here's some backstory. Cardi B and Lotto were friendly collaborators. Put It On the Floor again dropped in 2023, and Lotto hopped on the Every Time remix in September of 2025 off Cardi's Am I the Drama album. Now, the rupture or the issue here came less than a week after that remix. A leaked phone call surfaced. Cardi was with Ice Spice's manager, in which Cardi trashed Lotto in crude terms and threatened her. Cardi publicly apologized and said she got hot in the moment and offered to buy Lotto a designer bag. Now, Lotto's answer to this was that on her May 2026 Big Mama album, this is billed as her retirement record. Lotto subbed Cardi B on Gimme That, mocking the buy her a bag apology and daring Cardi to get in the booth. She later confirmed on The Breakfast Club it was about Cardi. She said she was pregnant and emotional when it dropped and that they hadn't spoken since. Now, in June, Cardi said she made multiple private attempts to fix it through Lotto's manager, sister, and directly, and then came the Essence lyric swap, and neither has said whether it was intentional. Now, Cardi says she tried privately to apologize to Lotto, and Lotto says the damage was public, so a private bag doesn't cut it. Now, when someone drags you publicly, does a private apology actually repair it?
No.
No, but
Right.
I mean, she did apologize in public and try to apologize in private. So
I'll get to that, but we talking about the original apology. It was done in private. It wasn't done publicly. And to be fair, if we're going to be fair, she was shading her privately, but somebody leaked the audio of her talking to somebody else. So this wasn't like she went on her Twitter or wasn't, Twitter spaces like she usually do, going off on somebody like she did Akbar. No. She was talking on the phone and she was like, nah, fuck that bitch, blah, blah, blah. They was recording her. She didn't know. And they put shit out there.
I'm not
right.
Scary bitch.
Yeah.
So everybody said no. If you acting wild in public, you need to apologize in public, which I agree. I think that's a fair thing. Now, this has a undertone because we just talked about two other Black women with Megan and Glorilla going at it, and now we got two more Black women. One is Afro-Latina and one is African-American. So we got two Black women who are falling out over the internet, and the internet is eating it up. Everybody's going after these feuds like it's the best thing ever. Okay. Now, why does the culture feed on this type of negativity?
Because they have nothing else to do.
And they want to see a girl fight.
Well, I love that song. But, go ahead, Don.
They love a good girl fight.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, my bad.
It's okay.
Not my bad.
And everybody just loves a mess. So, like, when it happens, they want more of it.
It's true.
I want some when the getting is good.
Like the Kendrick and Drake beef, I wanted that. I wanted that.
Yeah, I needed that one. That was
a
cooking
good
for a
beef.
long time.
Well,
Okay.
it was a good, but it was an actual rap beef though.
Hmm.
These two are beefing and they ain't taking it to the rap game. So we
Well,
know.
Well,
only one of them to take it to the
I'm
booth.
about to
I'm just saying. I'm just saying we're not getting no back and forths like we get with Drake and Kendrick Lamar or like some of the other rap beefs that we've had. Like
well,
this
Yeah.
is
Cardi got to wait 3 to 5 business days for the check to clear for the Ghost Rider.
Hmm. And the
Ooh.
check don't clear, but she just gotta wait for the song to get done.
I'm
Right.
sorry.
I did
I
not say
can't
that. That was not
I
me.
can't with y'all. I cannot. We're gonna move on. We're moving. Okay. Now, last question. Does changing the lyric live does it make it shady, or is it just Cardi refusing to promote someone who dissed her?
I mean,
My phone just took it out. I don't know.
she didn't sing it at the BET Awards. I mean, I guess I didn't really care.
I,
I
I feel
mean,
like I would stop saying it too. I don't
I
care.
Exactly,
mean,
because like,
well,
like we're
if
not
you're
fucking with each other.
over it, or if not even that, just like if y'all, so if you tried to bury the hatchet and you didn't want to make it into something deeper than that, then you would probably remove the lyric too. You don't need it to be in there anymore. You just move on.
Hmm.
Well, yeah, and maybe she just wanted to keep the same flow, so she just changed the lyrics.
Mm, if that was the case, you could have left it in there because that's how the song was recorded.
Yeah, honestly, as this whole beef is just useless. I mean,
Yeah,
I
because
see
like
both sides.
these are grown women.
Yeah,
All of the beefs are grown people.
I
yeah.
mean, it's an even growner beef going on with the older people too.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
So I mean, like at the end of the day,
And that
they
was more childish than
they Cardi apologized. Lala didn't accept it. It's allowed to accept it, and she don't accept it. I mean, there's no point of trying to resalvage it or argue about it.
Let's move the fuck on.
Exactly, because again, like I apologize to you in public. I apologize to you in private. You
I
diss
mean,
me.
I feel like it was actually said in private, so I do need to apologize to you in private. Just because it was brought into public don't mean it was my fault. I ain't sure the shit.
Right, it was someone else. Which, so I mean, she bought you a purse,
That's
but
how you feel, girl.
you said your man could buy you a purse. Good job.
Kiss my ass down to the feet of my peacock.
Okay, that's it. That's enough. Moving
That's
on.
wild.
Hot topic.
I mean, that album was. Let me not.
We're moving on.
That's not.
Let's not.
So, I want to say something, but I'm keep it.
Well, that wasn't the only thing that happened over the 4th of July weekend. Trump pardoned a batch of people. Trump is on par to have pardoned almost over 2,000 people. He has the most pardons for one sitting U.S. president. But not only that, most of
Yes.
these presidents that had a lot of pardons did them over the course of their entire presidency. This is all happening in Trump's first year as president. I want you to be very, very clear about that. With that being said, Trump pardoned a batch of people and Diddy got left off the list again. The report says that his name is still being circulated as someone who could be getting pardoned, so this isn't over. So here's where we stand when it comes to Sean Diddy, baby oil Combs.
Sorry.
Sean was convicted in fall of 2025 on 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution, and he was acquitted of the more serious charges of racketeering and sex trafficking. He's currently serving 4 years, which equals 50 months, at Fort Dix in New Jersey. His sentence currently is set to end on February 2028. For whatever reason, they've decided to give him time served for most of his time, and he'll be out next year, early next year. But Trump confirmed back in January when he was put in office that Diddy sent him a handwritten clemency letter And he said he wasn't inclined to grant it this weekend amid the 250 pardons that he did for the United States' 250th birthday. Diddy was back in the private discussion, but not on the pardon team's recommendation list. Trump's actual Friday pardons went to 6 Clean Air Act emissions offenders. Let me make it very clear that these people were not offenders because their cars were emitting bad gas. Okay? Because he said that they just wanted to fix their cars and they were done wrong by the Biden administration. And that is not true. It is a lie, ladies and gentlemen.
Bold
So
face. Wow.
they violated the U.S. EPA, and they were including civil penalties of up to $45,000 per non-compliant vehicle emissions, and millions of corporate facilities were under investigation and were convicted under the U.S. EPA civil penalties. Violations range from selling automotive defeat devices, EPA tampering and defeat devices to industrial facilities exceeding toxic emissions. Okay? This is what they went to jail for. And he was like, no, they just wanted to fix cars. That's y'all president. Okay? Now, Diddy was discussed, but the pardons team did not put his name on the list of the 250 that got their pardons. Now, the peanut gallery consists of none other than the world's biggest hater, 50 Cent. He's a long-running Diddy antagonist, and he trolled him over the news. Fellow clemency seeker Pras Mitchell of the Fugees was also left off the list. Okay. Now, I don't remember why Pras is in jail. So hold on. Let me make sure I get this right. Because Pras is also in jail. And currently, he was convicted of 10 felony counts, including, conspiracy, witness tampering, concealment of material facts, and acting as an unregistered agent of a foreign government. Prosecutors proved that Pras received over $100 million from fugitive Malaysian billionaire Joe Low. He funneled a portion of this money through straw donors to illegally contribute to Barack Obama's re-election campaign. Jesus Christ. Additionally, he was found guilty of lobbying both the Obama and Trump administrations to drop investigations into Lowe, who was the mastermind behind the massive $4.5 billion 1MDB embezzlement scandal, and to help silence a Chinese dissident living in the United States. So, yeah, he committed a lot of crimes. Well, the rest of this goes like this. Diddy once called Trump a friend back in 2015 and then turned hard against him by 2020. This is probably why he's been left off of the list of pardons. Okay. Now his freedom potentially runs through the same man. Trump has pardoned rappers before, like Lil Wayne, and commuted Kodak Black in 2021. Yeah. He was acquitted on the trafficking, but he was convicted, Diddy, on the prostitution transportation counts. Say, that this right here is not about politics. It is about him specifically. So Diddy's not a great person. We've all seen the documentary, whether you believe it or not, is up to you. But there is some truth to some things. And given how Diddy has treated his artists and women that he has been with, he's not a great person. So I think he should stay in jail, personally. But Do you think Diddy should receive a pardon?
No.
Absolutely not.
Wonderful. That's all we need to know. We're moving on.
Put him under the cell.
You don't need to talk about anything else. We got two more topics. Jermaine Dupri is suing Sony for royalties. Okay. The man who built So Dev, yeah, baby, he's suing, baby. The man who built So Def, Crisscross, Escape, the Brat, plus hits for Usher and Mariah, he says that Sony has been shorting him for 30 plus years. Okay. He's suing for 18 million. 30 years and you only suing for 18 million. Okay. So let's break this down. The filing says that Dupree, along with So Def Recordings and So Def Productions, sued Sony Music Entertainment in Manhattan Federal Court on July 6th of 2026, seeking no less than 18 million plus interest and attorney fees and demanding a jury trial. The court claim says it's a decades-long systemic pattern of underreporting some royalties, never reporting others, and quietly amending old statements to paper over underpayments. Across a 32-year relationship dating back to a 1992 deal. The complaint calls it contemptuous accounting practices. Now, the Mariah Carey and Usher angle is the one that everybody is hyper fixated on. Jermaine Dupri claims Sony understated royalties on projects he produced for both artists, but the suit says those exact amounts are still being calculated. So the headlines that we've seen across the board names the hard numbers live elsewhere. So the real money is with Crisscross, totally crossed out, and the bomb. Allegedly, no producers' royalties were reported until 2023. They owe him $2.2 million plus. They allegedly hid 20 plus years in a separate accounting system. Escapes coming at you and is 960,000, and the Brat's Funkified is $1 million plus when you round it out. Now, over 10 million of the 18 million is only interest, signaling how far back that this stretches. Now, it surfaced because in 2025, an audit flagged the scope. Sony had not publicly responded to this as filing as of today. Now, this is all alleged, okay? We have to protect our ass. It's all alleged until it's proven in court. These are unproven claims. Sony has not said anything. And Dupree alleges that these are monies that he is owed, and he names the artist down to the penny. Okay. Now, how did one get away with having a trickery of accounting for 32 plus years?
White collar crime is crazy.
Yeah, you got to be really good. You got to be really good at tax fraud.
That's how they got away with it for so long. It's just one of those things. It was just eventually going to catch up to them.
Jesus.
Mess with the wrong Negro. Jermaine Dupri. He gonna know me some money.
When you first said 18 million, I was like, he's so fucking stupid. But then when you were saying interest, I said, oh, that's where he's gonna get them.
Mm-hmm.
I watched McBee Dynasty, and their dad is like going to jail for like tax fraud.
Oh shit.
Or like some shit. And originally, like the charge, it was like $1 million and like back pay or whatever, plus interest. So they thought like 3-4 million. I think they gotta pay like 7 or 8 million back or some shit like that.
Oh shit. Yes, a lot.
Honestly, I think they said and eventually all around, and by the end of the year, they would have ended up paying off like $12 million, and their shit they got paid off for that fraud case because of their daddy.
That's ridiculous.
Talk
What y'all
about people boosting.
That's my daddy.
Okay. Where all my standing ass niggas at?
Yeah.
Now, catch me if you can. My daddy is a booster.
Period. I love
I don't know where he be. I'm not gonna give y'all no detail. Just know. All right. Anything else? Anybody got any words?
Nope.
That should be
Moving
crazy.
on.
Stay bright.
Last but not least, Miss Beyonce.
Beyonce.
Oh my god.
Beyonce.
Are you happy to be in
After
Paris?
all
Are you
of
happy to be in
that,
Paris?
after all of that heaviness, it's time to go to something a little bit positive. Beyonce dropped a surprise song, Morning Dew Dunk, on July 4th. Her first new music in about 2 years, kicking off a countdown to a 20th anniversary celebration of one of my favorite albums by her, which is B-Day. This was a surprise release. There was no rollout, and it was done in classic Beyonce fashion. Framed as the opening shot of a B-Day 20th anniversary moment, the album turns 20 this year in 2026. The first new solo music since her last era, so the Hive is fully activated. Everybody is speculating. They want their Beyonce rock era. They're looking for it. They're clamoring for it. People are making whole conspiracy video theories about it. It's very interesting to watch y'all spiral out of control with this lady. So,
yeah, please get together.
Talking about outfits already.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta relax.
Raise your hand if you've already heard this song before.
I have never heard this.
Okay. It's not
I've
me.
heard this song's
Bits
been
and
out
pieces.
like 2013.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we were just like, finally, she dropped it. Damn. Took you long enough.
Yeah, because this
Begging
was
you years.
This was off the self-titled album.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't got nothing to do with me, man.
But nonetheless, love the
They said
song.
it's a ritual to Beyonce, or it's a method to her madness.
Mm-hmm.
She drops a single with no warning, no rollout. Just here's the song on the 4th, and only Beyonce still moves like that. And the reaction to her is always insane. Okay. The title of the song does have Morning Dew and Dunk in it. And they think that she's signaling bounce or Southern rap era. Is it possible that she could go into that genre, or do you still think that she's going to stick to the rock genre, what everybody thinks she's going to do?
She's gonna do rock.
I mean, it can go either way.
But I wouldn't mind either way.
She can do it all.
She's gonna do rock. She's just wanted to. She's like, oh, I want to get this. I want to get this little track off my chest.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just want to stir the pot.
Yeah, because I don't know how we went to thinking she's gonna release a whole another album. I'm like, this song technically been out, but not officially released by her. So, because this was on SoundCloud, but that was like way back.
So
this is a Here Damn song.
Yeah, basically, she has a lot of those. Actually, she has very much a lot.
She said, "Y'all,
you know, like how
sprinkle.
You know how Rihanna would likes to randomly make a theme song for a fucking soundtrack
Mhm.
and still no album. Those are here damn songs.
Especially that Smurf song. It was, bro. It was no lyrics, no words.
Mine's was Sledgehammer for the Star Trek. I love that song so much, and I feel like does not get its just due.
I feel like Born Again doesn't get
I love Sledgehammer.
Born Again doesn't get its just dues after the Black Panther Wakanda Forever. I love that song that she made.
All right. So we got one more question to ask about Beyonce. What do you actually want from Beyonce? Do you want her to reissue B-Day, make it a deluxe album if she adds a few tracks to it? Or do you want her to go with her rock drop or just a tour?
I want it all.
Jesus Christ.
She can do all. I know she can.
Okay.
You could do all
I don't see the reason for us to pick and choose. We know what she can do. We know where the budget is at. She can do all of that.
There is no budget.
You know my damn nerves. I know that.
She can release a deluxe album, and she can make Sacred a little cheaper so I can buy it.
I love me some Sacred. I have to get it. There was a stylist who was using it, and she poured water on that girl's hair after she did the silk press, and that shit did not draw back up. I was like, oh, Warner Ulta, thank you.
Because I have to buy her detangle for the braids because it's time to take my braids down.
It's not that expensive compared to some other hair care brands.
No, I'm buying when I take my braids out, I'm buying that detangler.
They say her hair care brand is really, really good. A lot of stylists swear by it.
Like I'm getting that detangler, that whole detangling set.
But if she does do a 20th anniversary edition of B-Day, I kind of want to hear some OG demos too, because I love when an OG demo is included, and we get to see what the bare bones of the track was, and where it started, so you can appreciate where it ended up.
He's a music geek.
Yeah, and maybe some features. I wouldn't mind one or two.
I don't necessarily need all that.
Well, I just want to hear.
Have you listened to B-Day before? Have you listened to that album?
Yeah. I went through a whole week with just going through a whole Beyonce discography.
It has.
Now, I will say,
Jay-Z.
I will say, and this is me being a little bit greedy. I'm understanding that I'm being greedy when I say this, but we could also in the 20th edition or 20th anniversary edition of B-Day, we could also get have some artists do the little clips where they talk about the tracks, where they give a little bit of a breakdown. I would like that too.
Rico, oh my God,
That's
you're
not-
asking for a lot. That
I
lady
said
don't
I was
like
being
talking.
greedy.
Well,
But I
Who
wanna
the fuck
know.
do that
She
lady
does-
talk?
She does have features on there, but the only person she featured on that album is
You want her to talk?
Yes.
Besides Beautiful Liar, which is on the deluxe version. Of the,
Oh, that'd be the
Is
fun.
Deja Vu on this album?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, she got the Spanish version of everything on here. That shit sent me when I had the deluxe album, and I'm like, why is she singing in Spanish? What is happening? Am I? I know she had all those Spanish songs on there. It tore me up. Anyway,
Multilingual queen.
we
Exactly.
love that. We love
From
that.
Houston,
for
Texas, y'all.
you. Jesus Christ.
H-Town. Going down.
Okay, we're taking a break.
Throw in some French in there.
No, fuck that. We're taking a fucking break.
Pourquoi?
Stop getting on my nerves.
We j'appelle français. You know.
Oh, shit. We're taking a break. Okay, everybody reset. Wonderful. It's time to go into our main topics. First topic, Cat's Eye. And the
Oh
whole
no.
Manon or Manon, is her name
Manon.
Manon?
Manon, yeah.
The whole Manon situation.
Is she French?
Okay.
She's Swiss.
Oh,
Is everybody okay? We're caught up now. We know what Manon is.
yeah.
Wonderful. Okay. Cat's Eye is the Hive Geffen Global Girl Group formed on the Dream Academy series on the Netflix Pop Star Academy documentary. It debuted in 2024. Originally, there were 6 members: Sophia, Lara, Megan, Yunche. I
Yunche, yeah.
hope I'm saying her name right. And
Yeah.
Manon.
hmm
Okay, she's a Swiss Ghanaian member, and she
hmm
is the group's only Black member. They
hmm
have hits like Touch, Gnarly, and Gabriella, and they were up for Best New Artist at the 2026 Grammys. Yeah. The official reason for Manon stepping away was health and well-being. Excuse me. She has since cleared that she's happy and healthy, but turns out she's just fine is only half the story. It says that there's a deeper conversation happening between the fans about burnout, mistreatment, and being the lone Black woman in the group, which is very, very, very messy. Okay. So we have a timeline. All right. In 2025, there were early exit members from Manon. Fans speculated that she was leaving. Manon shot it down herself via Weverse. She was like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm in the studio rehearsing. Like, we're still here. On January 10th of 2026, Free Palestine, Manon makes a pointed statement at Artists for Aid benefits. And some fans later said it was baseless, tied this to her exit, and nothing was ever confirmed. Okay. Then in early February of 2026, in the Cut interview, Manon pushes back on being called lazy, because she was being called lazy, for missing rehearsals when she was sick, contrasting US grind and culture and hustle with Switzerland's "if you're sick, take the day" culture. So her quote being lazy, especially as a Black girl, is not fair, end quote. That became a big point of contention amongst the fans. It was brought up heavily, often, calling her lazy, saying that she was skipping out on practice, claiming that she wasn't really sick. Just a lot. You K-pop fans are ravenous and weird. I want you to understand that.
Very,
Receive it in your spirit.
very.
In February 20th of 2026, the hiatus announcement came. Hybe says that Manon is taking a temporary hiatus. Note to the word temporary. To focus on her health and well-being. Manon says that I'm healthy, I'm okay, trusting in the bigger picture. February to March, there have been some support coming in for Manon. There was a hashtag created called Forever with Manon. I hashtag IKONSL, where I love Manon, was all a trend, and she gained plus followers because of this. Public love from other artists like SZA, Kehlani, Halle Bailey, Normani, Tiffany Haddish, Boo, and I don't like her. Lay Ann Pinnock, she's from Little Mix, and then you have
Leanne, yeah.
Okay. And Melody, her name look like later me, so I don't know her name. Then we had Melody Thornton from Pussycat Dolls. They all, they were the
Please.
only, they were the only Black members as veterans in their groups as well. So they were publicly supporting her to help her, feel more welcome in the music industry. If you notice, everybody that was pouring love towards her were all Black people. Everybody.
hmm hmm
Mhm. She set out the Lollapalooza Argentina Chile show. She was not there. Now, on April 2nd of 2026, there was a bio move. Manon removes Cat's Eye from her IG bio. And then the same day, the Pinky Up teaser dropped. 5 members and no Manon. She posts, HXG and I are having positive conversations. I'm happy and I'm healthy. I'll share more soon. April 7th, she did not return again. A source tells Us Weekly that she has no plans to come back and is still not an official Hive confirmation that she's gone. On April 9th to the 11th, they went to Coachella without her. Confirmed off the lineup, Pinky Up, MV drops with No Manon, the music video. Okay. She shows up as a guest and even appears on stage during Pink Pantheress' set, and fans were relieved to see her happy. On June 25th for Allure and June 30th for Vanity Fair, the group spoke. They warned fans against assumptions, say the door is always open, and notably explicitly deny it was about race. Sophia pointedly said, in no way was it about race. That goes against everything that we stand for. And Laura said that it's nothing but love between us. Now on to present day. She's still officially on hiatus. There's no formal departure announcement, and the Wild EP, 5 tracks led by Pinky Up, which hit number 28 on the Hot 100. Ooh, that's not good. Is set for August 14th of 2026 and is being rolled out as a 5-member project, which is why most fans read this as a permanent exit in all but the name. Now, Manon, is she officially out? It's a 5-member EP. There's no promo presence. She scrubbed Cat's Eye from her bio, and Hive is famous for leaving things ambiguous. Fans compare this to the New Jeans Minji situation.
Oh, I
Is the
forgot
silence
about that.
protecting her, or is managing a PR a big problem? Ah, shut up, Google. Shut up.
Could have been worse. Could have been your house phone.
Oh God, please don't speak that into existence. Don't do that. Be quiet in here. You shut your filthy mouth. All right. So go back to the question. The question was, okay, is the silence protecting Manon, or is managing a PR a big problem for Manon? Don't everybody speak at once.
This
Jesus.
is again as like the resident like Cat's Eye fan in this here
I was waiting for
this here
Rich to go.
space. This has been exhausting, and I am at a point where I just don't give a fuck anymore.
Jesus
Wow, that's crazy to hear.
No, that's right.
He was so invested, like his life was on the line on this.
Tell us.
It was a hyperfixation that carried me through a few months. I'm not gonna lie. It was a good hyperfixation where I was like, ooh, something to throw myself into. And now I'm like, damn, we're really not getting no updates. They're not saying shit. And there has been like some sneak shit happening because there was like a website. I forget what it was called, but it was called something where it was like essentially like for artists that tour when they're touring and stuff like that. It's like a bio page or whatever that had Cat's Eye in it. And the only people that can update like artist bios are like official people acting on behalf of said artist. So it's like the label, the company, whatever. And they had updated Manon as a past member, and then obviously everyone caught it, freaked the fuck out about it, and then 24 hours later they changed it back. So clearly, like that move alone, I was like, that is clearly them. I'm like, I don't. There's a million ways to read that move of like updating her to be a past member, and then 24 hours later changing it back to saying she's an active member on hiatus. Like that was very intentional. I don't know if they were like trying to change it on the fly and then change it back when they got caught, or if they're purposely doing that to create controversy, because they are also known for doing that as well.
That's crazy.
Because I'm like, that alone, I was like, that's a very messy move to make, because again, it had to be reiterated multiple times where people were like, when on this website, it is specifically for like touring artists, like listing like who they are, the bandmates or whatever. and only like people within a company can change that. Like not everyone. It's not like Wikipedia. We can just go in and edit. Like no, there's like there's verification that needs to be done to change anything. So I'm like that. I don't know.
Anybody else?
It just derived a lot from where it started, and it's kind of weird because there's no album.
Yeah.
There's no album, but there's a tour coming up. So
Yeah, they're gonna go from a 10-track set list to a 15-track set list, and going on another tour.
with
and
with
with
all
no
of their
album.
old songs and the songs from this E EP.
Yeah, they
Mhm.
just got done with tour like before the because I know they wrapped up their tour before their Grammys performance, so they went
Right.
on like a little tour, and then they announced, oh, like the Wild EP, we're gonna add 5 new songs, and then we're gonna go on tour again after it drops. So I'm
That's how
like,
they make their money.
They
They
only
don't
take
make money on streaming anymore. They don't make money on streaming. They don't make money on album sales. They make money on touring.
yeah, I just don't know how they're gonna do that because like there's and like the company's just weird in a way because it's like they're very ambiguous and they're very vague and it's very obvious that they choose what they put out there. But then they went and uploaded this like little like vlog of theirs where they're going through like their Latin America Lollapalooza performances and they're having all the members talking about how like tired, injured, and exhausted they are. And I'm like, I don't know how we're gonna do another tour when the girls clearly look tired and exhausted. Talking about like the main dancer of the group has a knee injury where she's like, "Oh, I have pain from my knee all the way up to my mid back, and we have to change the choreography for this dance break because I can't do all those twists and spins and stuff like that. So we got to change it a little bit." And I had no energy. You got another girl like who was in the back of the tour bus pounding water bottles because she's out of breath. It's like I don't know.
Dude, the oldest is probably like 23.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
oldest is my age.
And they got those type of problems already.
Yeah. The youngest member just turned 18 in December. So it's like they're real young girls.
They're aging like spoiled milk at this point.
But it's like that's and it's like on one hand everyone's being like, oh, like that's fucked up that they're making them do that. But then you have the weirdo K-pop fans be like, well, this is what they signed up for. Everyone knows that K-pop idols get mistreated and they get injured. Like everyone knows this, so they knew what they signed up for. And it's like that's not the point.
Yeah, I hate people do that. Well, this is what they signed up for.
They
Everybody knows
didn't
that.
sign up to be
Is
slaves. That's
is
not
that
what they signed
okay?
up for.
Just because that's what happens, does that mean it's cool?
Right.
That's like saying my sister won the race, so she deserves to get her ass beat because that's what happens in life. That's just so stupid.
He's so dumb, yo. So dumb.
But there is like a lot of
Good
just like
analogy.
Just trying to make it make sense.
because there is like a lot because all we have to go off of is news and rumor because they're not saying anything.
Why not?
And it's
Dumb?
very obvious that like the remaining members are contractually being told not to say anything because they keep ducking conversations. Because I know this is because it's not the first time that Manon has missed out on like appearances because she people have theorized that she might have a compromised immune system because she does get sick a lot. We know she's got COVID at least 4 times in like the early 2020s, just because that's what was shown in the documentary and just what else she said. So people have suspected that she might just, she just gets sick a bunch. And like previous time when she's had to miss a performance, usually they'll have like a photo card of her, and one of the members will be like, "Oh, we missed Manon." They still reference her, they still talk about her when she's missed before, but this time around they're not saying shit. And I know for one of their Lollapalooza performances in Latin America, I think it was Chile. It was one of the first ones. Sophia did have like a photo card of Manon being like, "Oh, shout out to Manon, we love her, da 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 da." and then it was never said again. She has never said shit about her since then. So it's like she did it once and then never again. So it's really weird how like tight-lipped they are about it.
I think that it has more to do with controlling the narrative than anything else. You have to understand, oftentimes bad PR is good PR no matter how you look at it. So they're going to make them be quiet about it and not say anything, especially if things are not looking up and they don't want to encourage people to ask more questions. They're like, yeah, we still want people to be interested. So we'll let one or two in, but we're gonna pull back on you guys talking about her until we figure out what's gonna go on. And oftentimes they'll feed the meal if they need to. If it means that they can get these girls back at the top of the mountain, that's what they'll do. This is all a part of how the industry shapes, how it moves.
Yeah,
And unfortunately for the girls, they are simply bodies to produce what they want them to do. And they don't care about them physically, they don't care about them mentally. And because they went after and sought after Manon the way that they did, she has a little bit of power that she can wield. And I think she understands that fully. Now, there is a undercard topic here about Manon and her being black because there is a lot of racism in K-pop, and Manon has suffered a lot of it from what I've seen online after researching this topic. It's
hmm
pretty nasty. It's pretty nasty, and I've noticed that when it comes to Black women specifically, people of other races like to label us as being lazy because we refuse to do something or we set a boundary or we just simply want to have a moment to get ourselves together. Oh, you're
yeah,
lazy. Like you don't know how to do this. And like you guys are always doing this. Like you here you go, not being doing what you and it's always like that when it comes to Black women. But if it was a white woman, you would give her grace. You would allow her time to be able to get herself together. And it's just like, I don't like the behavior. Just like I pointed out earlier, there were a lot of artists who were supporting Manon, and all of those artists were Black women. Every single one of them were Black women. Every one of them. Something about that isn't right. You should have artists from all over the world supporting her,
yeah,
especially K-pop artists.
and I do feel like the label did engineer this narrative because a lot of this conversation with her specifically goes back to the documentary because the documentary, instead of focusing on like the girls who made it into Cat's Eye and their growth and development, it focused on a lot of girls who didn't make the group first and foremost, which a lot of people did find odd that they were highlighting a majority of the girls that didn't make it. But they did focus a lot on Manon, specifically on the fact that like people or the girls that were training in there were not really messing with her because she kept missing rehearsals. And there's like these fucking cats. They were specifically always like airing stuff where she was not there. They were always referencing her missing practice. They were always referencing that she wasn't showing up to stuff. They referenced her not being in the trainee house anymore because she kept breaking rules. They're like, oh, she didn't meet curfew. She's a grown woman. She doesn't have to meet curfew for a fucking thing. Um, but it's like a lot of that narrative started within the documentary, and it's like they didn't need to focus that because there were references to other girls missing rehearsals. They referenced it, but they didn't show it like they did with Manon. So it was like a girl would miss out because she injured her ankle, and it's like the narrative got painted as to like, oh, Manon is taking a day because she is really sore, or she's sick, or she just needs to take a day of rest, which is what they do in Switzerland. And then whenever they referenced another girl missing, it was always like, oh, she got injured. Oh, she has to do a hip replacement. She fractured something. Or like another girl, her like uncle died and she had to like take a few weeks off. It's like they justify it by being like, well, these girls only missed because they got injured, because they pushed their bodies that hard. But Manon here is not willing to sacrifice her body for the sake of this. And I feel like that's where a lot of that discussion comes from, and it's because of what they chose to air within that documentary. And ever since then, because the documentary came a year after they had already debuted as a group, so it was like for them to drop that documentary a year into their career, And then now this narrative gets drug up again as to where, oh, she kept missing rehearsals, she was always ranked last, da 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 da. But then when we went to fan voting and all the fans came into play, that's when she really skyrocketed in popularity. And a lot of people theorize that ultimately that is why she made the group, because she had the previous fan base from being an influencer. So it's like they created this narrative where they were allowed to paint her in that way, and then also give plausible deniability of like, well, they gave her the spot because of this, and that's why I feel like they've engineered this discourse surrounding her. I don't, obviously, I don't know for certain if it's was to get to this point where she does take a hiatus, and they can kind of fuel all those like rumors and stuff like that. But it does feel very contrived with how it's all kind of played out, specifically with how they've treated her. Because the Korean label, the Hive aspect of it, they sought her out, they scouted her. All of their stuff now is Geffen, which we know from Pussycat Dolls doesn't treat their members really well. So it's a really weird clusterfuck. It's very unique.
And not of the Beyonce kind of way.
Right, like and that's why it's like the whole like I forgot about the whole New Jeans thing because again, I'm not even like a full K-pop fan. Like I'm not really. Like I've flirted with it here and there, but I'm not fully committed. But that one situation I remember like vaguely hearing about. I don't have all the facts about it, but from what I understand, it was like they had a close relationship with one of like the executives, a female executive within that label. I forget her name. But she fell out with the label. The label then went and sued her for it. And the girls within that group showed support for her and like they backed her during that lawsuit. And then the executive actually won her lawsuit. But then now all the girls within that group have had like a lot of weird contract negotiations, and they've been put on. They all the girls got put on. The whole group got put on a hiatus because they backed that executive. And so now, just like
Sounds
it's
like
like we're like
they're
a
punishing them.
right. So now we're like a year later, and the girls are still in contract negotiations, and the girls are also again like very young. Like I think the oldest is maybe 19 or maybe 20. I don't know. But they're young girls in contract negotiations with label executives. And I know that one girl got her contract fully terminated, and now they're suing her for like millions of dollars uh, because they're trying to say that she engaged in contract tampering. And again, this is a 20-year-old girl engaging in contract tampering. And then apparently the court date, the label keeps trying to get the court date pushed back because they're trying to find evidence or trying, like like when they give you like deadlines to submit evidence, they're not submitting the evidence. They keep requesting for it to get pushed back, and then it keeps getting denied. So we still have to see how that's going to go. So like it's just they just move really really weird.
This is exhausting. I want you to understand that. So
How do you think I feel?
it's very exhausting. American culture versus Switzerland culture is very different. They treat people with respect. They honor that people need to have a break. They need time to regroup, reset, and come back. And we don't. We have a very grind till you die type of culture. That hustle culture is very prevalent, especially now that we have social media. So when people say, and then again, like I said, this is something that is linked to Black women and Black people a lot because we will quit in a minute. I know, I'll tell you, I ain't doing shit in a fucking minute. I don't care what you're talking
And that's why you keep ducking me on PlayStation.
about. I don't give a fuck about you and that guy. Bitch,
Like,
don't
Tiffany, can you
even
play
have
with
no
us?
PlayStation.
No.
I might get my ass whooped. Who signs up for an ass whooping? I'm not doing
As
that.
if you don't hold your own.
I don't.
You do though. You do though.
Oh.
Mm-mm. I get lucky. That's what it does. I get real lucky. Shit. But it's not a situation of her being lazy. There's a cultural difference, which I think this is a problem with this particular company. They did not take into consideration the various cultures that they would be bringing into this group. I also don't like the fact that these girls are very, very young and have no idea what they're signing up for. I will reiterate this over and over again. It is 2026. I don't give a damn how young you are. You don't sign shit without a lawyer present. Plain and simple. No parent should be sending a child nowhere without knowing what's going on, what they possibly could be signing up for. I don't care if this is their dream. They could get their dream, but and they can get it so that they are not being put into the dirt by trying to do it. You got these girls signing contracts and they don't know what they're signing up for, and then the companies are raking them over the coals. The last time we talked about this, we talked about how some of these kids end up in debt after they get done with these groups because the fucking record label is using old school tactics. They give them advances, but they're not giving them the money. They're making them use the money to pay for room and board, to pay to feed them, pay for their clothing for them to be able to perform. They don't make any money. That is a slave and masters type deal. None of that makes any sense. Your face, you are the brand. You never ever put yourself in a position where you are constantly being used like a wet paper towel and then thrown away when they're done with you. These girls have knee problems, they're developing back problems, they can barely move, they're getting sick all the time because they're having to go out in front of millions of fans. Your ass will get sick too. Especially when half of you nasty bitches don't wash your hands, you don't know how to wash your hands properly, and they having to stand there and take pictures with you and hold your hand and you wiping snot and eating boogers. I've seen a video of Jelly Roll sitting down eating his own boogers.
I'm sorry, what?
I saw a video of Jelly Roll sitting down somewhere eating his own boogers. This is a grown man.
Well, I mean, you can take the cracker out of the meth lab, but you know.
Jesus Christ.
All I'm telling you is this type of shit, not the booger eating shit, but the shit with the booger. This shit with the groups. This is not new. This is very, very old school tactics. But because K-pop is such a massive industry, they're able to use old school tactics to be able to control these groups the way that they do. The only way that you'll be able to get ahead of it is one, the groups got to band together and shut out the label. It's the only way. And two, you have to be able to understand what you're signing. Your contract should not be making you out to be in a goddamn slave. That should never be the case. You should always, always, always know what you're signing, know what this contract entails. It should always tell you what you should be able to get, how you should be able to move. You never sign anything where everything is one-sided. You also should know how much money you're making, what money you can make off of your music, merchandise sales, everything. All of that should be laid out in your contract. If you don't understand the contract, find somebody to read it for you before you sign it. Don't be excited for this bullshit and then you end up stuck in some shit that you can't get out of. This is ridiculous.
And that's why a lot of people also theorize that that's why Cat's is more known for their brand deals than the actual music, because they're just trying to make as much money as possible. Because why the fuck do they have a partnership with State Farm? Why the fuck do they have a Super Bowl ad of them in a State Farm commercial with its own unique choreo?
Can't really tell you why.
The shit that put them on the map wasn't even a song. It was that fucking Gap ad.
It was that Gap ad.
Yeah.
It wasn't a bad ad. It was pretty dope, though.
It was a great listen. It was phenomenal. I love that ad. It was a great ad, but it's like that is like their biggest claim to fame to date. And they're about to drop a third EP. It's like the music itself isn't selling like that, because Pinky Up, yes, it was at 28 in the Hot 100, but that's like their highest charting song.
A third EP is crazy.
Now, there were some reports that the girls were really pushing for an album, and then the label just was like, "No, we're doing an EP."
Mm, nah, it's okay.
Because
We're
they
gonna do
did
an
have like an interview where they were getting their nails done, and they were talking about like, "Oh, what's your favorite song to sing?" And they're all like, "Sing? We don't really be doing that." They talked about and like that "We Ride" song that Saints the Teen did for that thing. The We Ride. They were talking about, "Oh, I really love that song. I like singing that song."
Okay, girl.
They're like, "We love to sing that song because we're singing it."
mm.
Well,
Oh, okay.
there's your cacti fix for the week. And we have a second topic. Donnie, they say we're being scammed, babe.
Yeah,
They
we
say we're
are.
being scammed.
I'll
Now,
always
I'll
be
let
on.
Don go first. I'll let Don go first, and then I will give you guys some factuals afterwards. So go ahead, babe.
Um, yeah, we're being scammed because they want us to sign up for the streaming network and also tiers for the streaming network.
Mm-hmm.
Um, April wanted to watch WrestleMania. Um, thought I was doing something, getting the ESPN bundle. No, had to go get the bundle on top of getting the tier package just to watch the damn show. And I said, no, thank you. 'Cause I'm not paying over what $60, $70 just to watch a show, and that's a month.
Right, I was about to say that's a month with ads now.
That's the network in the tier package a month, and that's not the only thing that's doing it. It's several things like Paramount Plus. Got to get a tier package to watch the award shows. I've been watching the award show, and I don't know how long. It's just essentially doing the same thing that you would get off cable, premium cable. You're paying the same, if not more, in streaming. It's ridiculous. And then you got to think about you paying for music too. All these other apps want storage. Google, Gmail is asking you to pay them for storage for your emails. Y'all, it's getting crazy out here. Everybody's asking for fucking money. Yet the money's not changing. Everything's going up except for the motherfucking money that we're working for.
Mm.
Ain't that a damn shame?
Well, streaming sold us on the opposing of cable. It said it was cheaper, it was ad free, you could watch anything, anytime. And now, 5 years later, it's quietly become even more expensive than cable. Rising prices, ads, tiers, bundles, fragmentation. Except now you own nothing and the library can vanish overnight. I'll get to that in a minute. The 5 year arc of streaming started in 2021 and now is into the present. Disney launched in 2019. It was ad free, and then it added ads in 2022. It doubled its original price in 4 years. Netflix took 14 years to double. Disney raised its prices for 4 years running through to 2025. So every year it went up on price. So October 2025 had mass hike. Disney Plus with ads was at $9.99 and then it jumped to $11.99. Disney Plus Premium $15.99 started at $15.99, then it jumped to $18.99. Then Disney Hulu HBO Max with no ads went from $29.99 to $32.99. And HBO and Hulu hiked in the same month. Netflix standard ad free is at 17.99 and premium went up to 24.99. Even the ad tier bumped up to 7.99. Apple Plus TV raised 30% to 12.99. Its third increase, and it's one of the last holdouts without ads. And they brought back everything cable did. They had ads on paid tiers. Netflix resisted on ads for years, and now the ad tier is a getaway or gateway, and features like 4K are locked behind premium. Basic now means ad plus lower resolution, a class system that echoes old school cable taxes. Password crackdown was the biggest thing that was taken out Netflix. Okay. Netflix started enforcing household rules back in May of 2023, and everyone followed suit. Extra members run from $6.99 to $8.99. Households that shared with three plus people in 2024 now share with one. The fragmentation. If you want Marvel, you have to have Disney Plus. You want HBO Prestige, you gotta have Max. Your shows are scattered across 6 plus apps, each with its own bill. And that math makes it a scam. The average consumer spends about $1,600 a year. Stack Netflix, Disney Plus, Hulu, Apple, Max, ESPN, and you can clear about $70 to $100 a month, often more than the old cable bill streaming was supposed to replace. 40.6% of users canceled at least one service in a 6 month window, mostly over costs. Monthly churn hit record highs at 6%, and Americans trimmed down from 4.1 services in 2024 to 2.8 services in 2025. Some are drifting back to piracy, and the content itself doesn't feel worth it. Shows get axed after 2 seasons. Good Place creator Mike Schur's blunt version studios kill shows before back and payouts kick in. If you get to 20 episodes, it's a miracle. Content gets deleted for tax write offs. Disney took a $1.5 billion write down, yanking dozens of titles and flagged $400 million more. Warner Brothers Discovery and Max ran similar purges. Titles you subscribe to watch just disappear. 599 scripted shows in 2022, up from negative 200 to in 2009, and equal choice overload and libraries that feel temporary instead of owned. So, the question here is, why do you think we are being scammed? Hmm?
Money.
Very
It's too
good.
much money.
Very good. They are both correct. The scam is simple. Everybody wants to watch it. Everybody wants to see it, but we also are due. It's overconsumption. Number one. Number two, it is about the money at the end of the day, and everybody wants to get in on the game. HBO, even Peacock. They didn't mention Peacock here, but Peacock is also expensive. I have to pay for Peacock because I have an old parent and he likes to watch The Nanny, and The Nanny only comes on Peacock. So
Oh, I love the nanny though.
I have to pay $11.99 for Peacock, but then I get to watch his HBO Max. So we're even. Now, first question: what is your real monthly streaming total right now? And be honest. When's the last time you actually audited it and looked at it?
Um, what I pay for now, everything that I pay for is tied up in Apple One. So that's $25.99 a month. That includes Apple TV, every Apple app that you would normally have to pay a subscription for comes on Apple One, Apple TV, Apple Music, Apple Fitness.
and everything has its own subscription. There's like no one bundle thing you can buy to get everything.
Yeah, on Peacock is about to but everything else that I use is paid for by my mom. So like she pays for Paramount, HBO Max, HBO Max, Netflix. What else we got? Amazon Prime.
Ooh, I got Prime too.
That's big dog money up there.
Mm-hmm.
She pay for all that.
Hmm.
My sister
All of
pays.
my subscriptions.
So, yeah, we break it up, but still,
Um,
you just put it all on paper. That's a lot of motherfucking money that can go towards cable.
I had the Hulu in my house, but my mom took that over. The Hulu is 130, between 130 and 150. I pay for, my husband pays for Apple Music. That's about 18.99. He has a family plan for that. I pay for YouTube Premium. That is a family plan. It's $24.99 a month for that. Netflix is $27 to $28 a month. Um, my father pays for Spotify. He pays for HBO Max monthly. Um, we have Paramount Plus because of our Hulu. It's all included, and we have ESPN Plus because of Hulu. So that's all a part of our plan. And I also pay for Peacock, like I just told you. There are other subscriptions that I pay for. My StreamYard that we're on right now is about, it can range from $44 to $88 a month. I say YouTube Premium. Um, I pay for my Pixar, the Pixar, how I edit videos, edit pictures or whatever. That costs me another $10 a month. I pay for Robo Killer so that I can have so you motherfuckers can't be calling me and just calling me asking me if I own this house and if I want to sell it. I don't have to listen to that because I have a um a Robo Killer on my phone that sends y'all the voicemail. It's a lot of subscriptions that I pay for. If I average it out, I'm paying out for just streaming services alone. It's well over $250 a month, split amongst the household. Because I don't pay for all of them, and one of them my mother took over, so I don't have to pay for the big one anymore. But yeah, it's expensive. And then you factor in shit like if you watch AEW, like if you follow us, obviously you follow us over here, but if you're on Don's channel, then you know we watch wrestling over here in these parts. So when you watch AEW, you can't watch AEW's PLEs without paying for them separately, even though you're watching them on a streaming service. You still have to pay like about $35 to $50 for each of their PLEs, depending on how big it is. Um, that's a separate fee. Now for WWE, you don't have to pay for it, but therein lies the question as if the content is worth the money that you're spending for it. And for WWE, it's a catch 22. You never know if it's going to be worth it. So most people don't pay for it and they do resort to pirating, which some people think is not fair, but these are multi-billion-dollar companies. They'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
We won't be, but they will be.
They don't give a shit about you, so I don't know why you give a shit about them. Anyways, anybody else want to talk about their streaming services, or you're cool?
I mean,
I
I
pirate everything, so like.
No, you don't say that.
It's okay
oh,
because people are encouraging VPNs these days. So
Jesus Christ.
I pay for my Hulu through my
I've
Spotify,
never seen so many.
and
Yeah,
I pay for my Prime on my own.
Oh, I do have
This
Prime too. I forgot.
Disney, Disney, HBO, and Peacock. My mom pays for. I have my own Hulu. I have my own Prime, so I pay every
All
month.
right. Streaming promised that it would be cheaper than cable. Did it ever truly deliver, or was the low price just bait?
I feel like it started off that way, but that shit going on, everything's going up.
I agree. All right. Where is your personal line? What price hike finally makes you want to just go, I don't want this shit no more?
The minute we get close, the minute it goes past like 15 per month, I'm like, yeah, no, that's not something I need.
Hmm, that's not hot.
It's not hot. It's not beautiful, fly, hot, and sexy. It's
I
neither of
can't.
those things. It is nothing like that. It is nothing of the sort.
So,
I'm so tired of shit. I'm so sick.
yeah, it's a lot, child. It's a
Ads
lot.
on a
I read
plan.
about
Are you paying? Are you okay with ads for your plan? Is that like a deal breaker, or have we just all accepted that we're gonna have ads?
fucking I hate ads. What is this?
Hey, ads.
I hate ads. I have to have no
The
ads.
only time I don't break on ads is for YouTube because there ain't no way I'm paying for fucking YouTube Premium.
Fuck
But
that. I'm not.
YouTube,
As many ads these motherfuckers put in these videos.
that's what I was saying because I'm like, the YouTube be getting real big and bold with the double unskippable ad that's over 30 seconds. That is vile and
I pay
foul.
for it. That's why I pay for it. Give me the premium. I don't give a
And I
fuck.
get the same fucking ads over and over again. Just earlier today, I got the same ad twice in a row. It was a double
I
unskippable ad, and it was the same ad
yeah.
for
And
fucking
mine
Depop. For
mine
fucking Depop.
it's always at
I always get an ad about some type of college.
the
Child.
ads are geared towards us. So if we like clothes, shoes, whatever the case may be, they're just gonna throw you ads that are geared towards you. That's why I pay for premium. I can't do it. I turned it off. I think it was turned off last month, and Gerard was upset. He was like, "Babe, listen, you gotta turn this shit back on. Okay, I can't take this shit no more. Them ads is crazy." I'm like, "Okay, let me get my car."
For some reason, I've been getting a bunch I've been getting the same two ads from this plumbing company here in Tennessee talking about they're gonna redo someone's plumbing for free, and I'm like, I don't even know why I'm getting y'all right now. Like, I don't need no plumber. Like, I don't need y'all.
We got a few more questions and then I'll let y'all go. So the password crackdown is necessary business or the moment the streaming showed its hold hand? Was this the time
Yes.
that streaming services were just like, okay, we got you motherfuckers where we want you because y'all trying to do this password sharing shit and I don't like that. We crack it down.
That pissed me off because y'all forgot what got y'all to the function to begin with.
Okay, used to be a box outside of Walgreens, bitch.
Right.
Where the fuck you came from?
Okay.
Remember who you were. That's why
Remember.
you can't give nobody money because they start acting brand fucking new.
Okay,
Who do
let's
y'all think y'all are?
let's talk about
Netflix.
this because what you are.
Yeah, box ass bitch.
Ooh, shit.
Oh, Jesus.
If everything you buy can vanish for a tax write off, does anyone actually own anything anymore?
No.
No.
Now, they say this because people on PlayStation were having issues with stuff that they bought movies,
Yeah.
TV shows, they all disappeared off of their accounts. And PlayStation, Sony never said a word. They never um, recovered those people's items that they paid for. Now I bought movies through Google, and my movies are still up there. Thank God. I've never had to worry about my movies vanishing for a tax write off. I would be pissed if they did that. Now, I didn't see anywhere where it said they can, take down a video or take down your movie or whatever that you purchased. Movies I've purchased through Apple are still up on my Apple account. I bought a hell of shit on Apple. I have what I got, Jared Flapjack and fucking I got full episodes of Flapjack on there. I have at least 10 different movies on my
Some
my
great
Apple account.
misadventures.
Like I have so much shit when it comes to movies and media on between all of my accounts. It really is a lot, and I've spent a lot of money, and I would be very upset if I go back and find my titles gone after I've paid money for them, whether they're digital or not. It makes no never mind. I paid for them. So with titles vanishing like that, like, is that like a big deal breaker for you?
Yes.
Yes.
And that's why I'm really pissed that I just bought a PS5 earlier this year and now PlayStation want to act up like this. Because what do you mean? Like, apparently they're trying to roll out an initiative. I don't know if they've rolled it out or if they're trying to roll it out, but an initiative where if you don't sign in to your PlayStation for a month, they're going to take away the games that you bought electronically.
I didn't know they were doing that, but you need to
That is
Well,
read your
shit.
terms
something.
and conditions. No, y'all need to read your terms and conditions, what you sign up. When you sign into your PlayStation or when you create an account, that big ass document that you're like saying okay and accept, that is where it outlines what they can and can't do. And you need to read it. I don't care what they tell you. Like, take that shit, put it into one of these AI bots, and see what the fuck it's telling you. Tell that bot to break that shit down piece by piece. Tell me what this means because I'm not understanding the legalese. So you can understand what you're signing. Because oftentimes it is right there in black and white, and they are telling you we can do this at any given time.
Well, they shouldn't.
No, but
And then they are tripping because now it's being reported that the PS6 is going to be exclusively digital. It's not going to have a disc port, and they're no longer going to do physical games
so
for the
there's
PS6.
there's a double-edged sword with that, right? When you look at bottom line on the business side, when it comes to physical copies, they have to be able to source that material. If they continue to go the way that they're going under President Trump and his current regime, the prices for video games are going to be astronomical. We're talking standard edition, fucking WWE is going to start at $150 because they can't find the fucking materials because countries are under foreign policy are not in good standing with the United States. So they're having a hard time being able to get the materials and do what they need to do at an affordable rate for them so they can pass that affordability down to us. Now, they've been price hiking games for a while, but that also plays a major part in it. As far as making it digital, the problem I would have is that we just discussed it. You can take away my games at any given point with it being digital now. So, me purchasing this system is not conducive to me. If the community banded together and did not buy anything from Sony, they would change their policy. But that's not going to happen because people are more concerned with video games coming out rather than making sure the companies respect the consumer.
And they don't respect the consumer.
No, they only want your money, but you have to show where your power lies. The power lies in our money. We've proved this multiple times. Look at what happened with Target. We damn near bankrupted Target's system. Black money, the black dollar, is a massive entity in this world. And as much as people want to try to discredit us, we spend the most. We have the most power in that realm. But because people are so hell bent on being the first to post the video about it, the first to have it done, the first to talk about it, to be the one to say, yeah, I went and got it when it launched. That type of FOMO takes over and they don't think about the bottom line. They don't care about where everywhere else is going and how the industry is going to be shaped and changed. All they care about is getting their hands on GTA 6 and being the first one to post about it. That's what they care about, unfortunately.
And that's the worst part about it is that so many people don't got no backbone. They don't got no spine. Because it's like the gaming industry and the streaming industry, like people within those two worlds have been screaming from the rooftops about how like the people at the ground level, the people that actually do the work that gets these games and these shows and these movies to our eyes, the people that are actually directly contributing to the making of these things are grossly overworked and underpaid. Like it like the whole concept of crunch time in a video game developing like for people who be coding the video games. The fact that it is well reported that people who work in coding and work in game programming sleep in their desks. Like I'm talking, they do their work, they clock out, they roll under their desk, fall asleep, wake back up, back to work. Like they don't leave because that's how like demanding the workload is. That's how like intense and like unrealistic the expectations are because they got to meet deadlines because we got to have the newest people want these realistic ass fucking games and games with that level of graphics take longer to code because the graphics are that overload are that much of like a big burden. That's why these games like it's the sheer fact that like games nowadays be like so many fucking gigabytes. You gotta uninstall so much shit just to get the newest game put in
Yeah,
your system. You gotta buy extra storage. It used to not be like that.
no,
Like,
because the
and it's
games were
like
able to be held on the disc or on the cartridge. You didn't have to worry about downloading it to the system, so it would run okay. You didn't have to worry about running it off the Wi-Fi. Which, if you're playing your game and the Wi-Fi cuts out, you're fucked. Your game is over. Like you literally have
literally.
lost everything you've done. If that game doesn't allow you to save in the middle of it, it's a rat race. But we're
And as
gonna
WWE 2K players, we all know the struggle of when that happens.
oh
All that work we
oh
put into these fucking
Not to
cars.
mention,
it's
they
so
don't have this
frustrating.
fucking ongoing cycle feeling. I'm just like, why do I have to keep going to pay for this damn subscription? Just take the money.
No, that's right.
And that's
Like,
and like
it's time
and
I'm already mad. I'm spending the money. Just take it. You remind me every
Right,
time. Oh, you can't
right.
play. You gotta go pay for the subscription. Thank you. Thank you.
and it's
Um,
like games used to not even be that expensive, but it's like nowadays it's like a game drops and it's at least gonna be $70.
It's gonna cost you an arm and a leg.
At least gonna be seventy
Mhm.
dollars, and the game is not even finished. That'd be the craziest thing. Is the game don't even be finished. It don't
But
even
that's
be
why
complete.
a lot of people are drifting towards new gaming systems like Steam. Steam doesn't allow you to have the games, like you literally are playing it as a digital download. This also, when we go back to TV and the scamming thing, this is why a lot of people are drifting towards social media because you can watch a drama filled social media show on Facebook. Country Wayne does them all the time. My father sits and watch all of Country Wayne's videos. There's right now you've got Issa Rae doing her media company over on TikTok. Amazing show over on TikTok. That shit is awesome. It's a great show. Instagram has the kimchi and jollof rice show over there. It's a great show. There's other shows on Instagram as well. These are all short form media TV shows. And then you have the bigger conglomerates with Candy Jar making those really shitty Lifetime and Hallmark style movies, but really over the top and stupid. You, you have so many different media companies, smaller media companies, making these kinds of TV shows or short form media, and people are not utilizing their streaming services anymore. They're tired. They're tired of having to pay all this money just to watch one show. Sometimes people will just be like, look, I just want to watch Love Island, so I'm going to sign up for Love Island, binge it, and then I'm turning that shit off. I give myself a month. I can spare $25 for the month, $12 for the month. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. The last question I'm going to ask everybody on the show is this: is we're being scammed fair, or did we all sign up for this one price hike at a time? Don, you go first. Don,
yeah,
Bestie.
you good?
yeah. What happened? Sorry.
Hello?
I'm gonna ask you this last question and then we're done for the night. It says, is we're being scammed fair? Or did we all sign up for this one price hike at a time?
Oh, we definitely signed up for it. That I mean it's fair.
Mm-hmm. Rico,
Kids
what do
gotta
you
be put to school. That don't mean we signed up to be bullied.
think? Fair enough. Rico, what's your take? Is it fair or did we just sign up for this? Is something we gotta deal with?
I mean, I'm on a similar vein of Don as like, yes, like with every price hike, we did technically sign up for it, but also I feel like that is the scam, is that they were intentionally, because if you give them as a cookie, like it's like they companies and major conglomerates always are gonna test how far they can take things. And there's also like the practice of like manufactured consent or engineered consent, I feel like, where it's like they'll kind of put stuff out there, see how it does, and they'll do it in like these weird little ways to where you don't really realize what's happening until it's right in front of you. So I feel like that is the scam that is taking place. That is the wool that they're pulling over our eyes, where it's like we look back now and we see how much everything fucking is and how much we're spending. And it's like it not only did it not used to be this way, but it's like it used to be so much cheaper for a much better product. So it's like that, but that is the capitalist way of like how do we, reduce our cost of production while maximizing our profit. So it's like, you know, that is the scam. They were just trying to see like what we're willing to accept and what we're willing to take, and now it's standardized to where now we're expecting to pay, ridiculous amounts of money for shit that's not even worth it anymore.
Hiram?
Um, we definitely did sign up for this, but I mean, it's unfair. At the end of the day, I do believe at the end of the day, this was their plan all along,
Mhm.
was to up the prices, was to get everybody invested and buy into these subscriptions. But the plan was all along to increase the price. I believe that. And also, I do believe sometimes like the stuff that we be paying for don't be worth it. Because honestly, if it wasn't for me needing to order packages off Amazon, I wouldn't have Prime Video. I wouldn't have it. And if it wasn't for Spotify, I wouldn't have Hulu because I have not touched Hulu in months. I just had to. I pay for it through Spotify, and my sisters use my account, so I let them have it. But I've rarely used Hulu or Prime. I use Prime when I'm bored and I want to watch SpongeBob. So, yeah.
That is why I'll never let Amazon Prime go because they got my SpongeBob on there.
Well, I'll say this. If you guys want to like not spend a lot of money, pick a service or two that you really watch on the regular and let the others go. If you want to watch a show or a new show comes out, you can always set up a free account for a week and binge it unless they put out the episodes 1 week at one day at a time or 1 week at a time. Sign up for a week, see if it's worth it or in your budget. Sign up for that month. Wait till they put out all the episodes, watch everything on a weekend, and then shut that shit off. You can always go back to your account unless you have a Hulu account. They have a bad habit of locking you out of an account if you don't pay your bill on time. Bastards. But it's pretty simplistic when you're talking about streaming services. Pick and choose the kind of things that you want to watch. You know you're going to watch. Some things you can pay up for a year, others you can keep for a couple months. I usually wait till around December. They usually have really good deals for stuff like AMC Plus if you want to watch Interview with a Vampire Lestat the Vampire is a big show that's out right now. If you want to watch stuff like that, they usually have it on sale. Last year it was like you can get the whole subscription for a year for like $12. So wait for that kind of stuff because they usually are begging people to sign up because people are always leaving. And I don't think subscription services are going to stick around too long because streaming is a dead and dying service. It is something that worked when we're talking about just movies, but when you put television shows on there and you have to pay actors and you have to pay people to do their job, that's a totally different ball of wax. And when that comes into play, that is why we have ads. That is why you now have live content over on these platforms because they have to keep up with being able to pay these people to be there. Major actors are coming on there making TV shows and movies. And while it seems cool at the time, this is why we lose shows so quickly. This is why they shut shit down. Really good TV shows are in the middle of seasons and then all of a sudden it gets canceled. And they have really great ratings. People are watching it. They're in the top 10 or top 5 of Netflix every single week and the shows still get canceled. So that's another problem that comes in with streaming as well. The only way you're going to be able to control the narrative is with your wallet. I know it seems like it's a lonely protest, but it's better than just sitting up there paying for something that you don't want to see. And on that note, I'm going to let them leave and go to bed. We
Peace
got
up.
2 weeks.
A10 down.
We got 2 weeks of SBC chat. So next week, I will do a whole episode of SBC chat. We'll just sit. It's just two. We'll be on week 3 with them. So we'll actually have 3 weeks of SBC chat. Nicole's probably going to sit that one out. She's not a fan of SBC chat. So we'll get it together. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.